live. Yo, what's up? We got Mattie on to talk about the book, the new book.
What's up?
Buy the book. Buy the book. Buy the book. Buy the book.
You can buy the book if you want. These are things that we would encourage.
This book right here.
Yo!
Now watch this.
That book.
Fine.
Had read
Fine
this. It's very, 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 very good.
I've read this book conservatively 3 times at this point.
Oh, buddy.
We just had a
Because I
notification
enjoy it.
from them and us, which I wanted to read, but it disappeared too quickly, and it's just gone. Now I've reloaded, I can't scroll up, so I don't know what they said. And it was like a long subscription too. It was like, you know, I've been here for like 3.5 years. If I had like murdered one of you with my car, I would be out of jail by now. Thanks for all the laughs. I don't know what it said. I don't know what it fucking said.
Well, R.I.P. in peace.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, you know. But thank you for joining us for another episode of the YouTube Zone. Except it's the Boys Weekend Zone because we discovered something. Or rather, like, you discovered this, Mattie, and then you told us about it. But
Yeah.
do you want to just relay the story real quick of why we're going to do what we're going to do?
Yeah, sure. So I was like, oh, I have this book coming out in June. Boys Weekend. It'll be out in June, and you can pre-order it. Hey, boysweekend.biz. But there's a reason that the current redirect link is boysweekend.biz is because I was like, oh, I should get a redirect link going. So I went to boysweekend.com to see if anything was there. And I found what could be the world's most delightful website.
Yes, let me just pull this up on
I'm here to show it to the people with you.
boysweekend.com. Now, boysweekend.com began
The boys are
3/19/00 and is about a group of guys who have known each other since childhood. We get together for a long weekend in the fall and one in the winter. I mean, a weather forecast for Burlington, Vermont. We had events and photos. We can see, for instance, their fall 2017. Fall 2017 with the boys. And honestly, looks great.
the boys.
Look at this. Delightful.
Oh, sorry. All right, I'm back.
This is...
Sorry, I was trying to get the fucking ping working because we've got a little redirect hyperlink as well that's slop.delivery, which links
that's
to...
funny. We should have gotten Boys Weekend dot something else, I think, but instead we got slop.delivery.
I do feel very strongly about return to this type of internet.
These dudes are so cool.
Yo!
Yeah.
All right, we can go back and see. We started this annual weekend like all the others. The journey begins Friday morning as we make our way to wherever it is we're going. The year was Green River, as it should be, and after the place closed. And their high points for this: playing songs, great food. Shane hooked a 3-foot chain pickerel. But
give it up for Shane.
Shane. Downside, low turnout, and Roy and John mentioned coming but never showed. And then I guess
Roy and John died mysteriously on the way.
I guess they sort of like never did a boys weekend after this, or if they did, they stopped updating the website, which is sad. But this goes way back. There's like 17 years of boys weekends, including one they did the year of 9/11, winter 2001.
Solemn time for a boys weekend.
Well, let's see.
You can't let the terrorists win by not having a boys weekend.
To honor the boys that are no longer with us. Yeah.
It's one of those 19 brave boys.
But they went to the cabin and they went snowshoeing. You know, it's perfect. They've been to
such a nice time.
They've been to Utah, where they've done. They have Norm eating a paper bag there. They got a guy pretending to kill himself
Classic
because
Norm.
he hates his friends. We got a lot of shit that they did in across these decades of boys' weekends. It's
what a life to live. Can you imagine?
They have a message board which This link is dead. You cannot get on. You can't get on the message board for Boys Weekend.
Oh,
I know.
I would love to be on the Boys Weekend message board.
What
so
they do
much.
have, and I will proviso this. We say this on the episode too, but be respectful. But they have a guest book. They have a guest book that you can run into. The most recent, it's got 12 entries. The most recent one was on 22nd of March 2012, which was Jim Marshall asking, "Where can I hope to run into the amazing Bob again?" But
It's rug.
yeah,
Question we're asking ourselves often.
Shane, shouldn't you be working right now? Be looking for me postings. Thanks, y'all. Incredible sort of apostrophe placement here. That's postings, POSTEN''S. Thanks with an apostrophe after the K. Y'all spelled YA''all.
Remember, Hogs, the countryside code.
Yeah.
Take only photographs.
Yeah.
Leave only footprints.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do not ruin these guys' lives because we've brought them to your attention.
They have a game
Devon,
room.
how-
Outer God.
They have a game room where you can play
Episode two.
battleships.
Yo, they
Yo!
got slime. They got slime volleyball in there.
It seems like this is all Flash that's dead now, but they had a game where you had a game room where you could play battleships. I love this.
Special ops.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, let's keep that guy for later.
Gonna
Coming with me.
see bugbike.gif, which, yeah, keeping that.
I also, yeah, in terms of ruining people's lives, the boys are definitely skittish and sensitive elsewhere. I mentioned this on the episode too, is that I also found boysweekend.xyz because I figured that'd be a good one to have also. That was taken by some Quebecois boys and their bon weekends. And it is locked.
It's so nice that this is a
definitely what happened.
multicultural
The
thing.
boys' weekend.
Yeah, so definitely what happened there was
I'm
me
cracking
and
the
a bunch of
Gibson.
people I know
Boys.
trying to go to XYZ, and they clearly saw a bunch of traffic coming from Queens and Brooklyn, and we're like, we have
Boys'
to close the website
weekend.
down. This one had a
Tabernacle.
bunch of this one had a bunch of great ones where
Calice.
they were like dressed up like mobsters and like holding fake Gatling guns, and there was like a talent show where they did blackface.
Beautiful. This is done on WordPress, of course, which
Le Roast.
yeah. Whereas these guys, they built their own
No,
Boys
these boys
Weekend
These
website.
boys are superior. They're not afraid. They don't hide their light under a bushel. They, as far as I know, aren't doing any blackface.
No.
Or at least they have had the sense not to post a photo of it on boysweekend.com.
And what they
Correct.
do
At the very
have
least.
is great links. And if you go to Great Links, you can see the links that they have, which are Alpine Zone, board.com, How Stuff Works, Jokes, Google Earth, the NOAA website, the NASA homepage, the Vermont State Parks website, Vermont Web Links. Incredible stuff.
Why isn't the internet like this anymore?
It
miss
could
this
be.
so bad.
It could be.
was
You
a
know,
better
we
time.
could bring this back. But you know,
Back websites,
yeah.
everybody.
Liftopia. What is Liftopia? What is
I bet
this?
it's a lifting message board.
It's purchase ski lift tickets in advance. Fuck, that's a
Oh,
site.
the boys.
The boys be
Boys.
skiing. I love these guys. But of course, the other thing that you can do with a web browser these days, you can open a new tab because they have that now. You can type in boysweekend.biz.
Yo,
You can do that.
I wonder
And what happens there?
wonders would
And it goes to
Oh!
some sort
on
of
this. Huh.
Penguin Random House. It goes to some sort of listing for a graphic novel called Boys Weekend.
Weird.
Which, yeah, I don't know what's up
Paid
with
for
that. $28 too, but let me tell you, it's worth it.
It's pretty cheap for a.
Yeah,
It's,
remarkably.
for
Change
a
change
beautiful
your life.
hardcover?
If here's the thing,
Hardcover?
These beautiful end papers, etc.
as I understand it, there's two kinds of people. People who are trans and people who don't know that they're trans yet.
Correct.
If you are transgender and you read this book, you will sort of laugh with recognition at a lot of moments, a lot of familiar sort of funny moments in our sort of like ways of being. If you are not transgender, or you don't know that you're transgender yet, you read this,
Doesn't make any sense to me.
a decent chance you're going to find out, And that's worth $28. I would say significantly more. In fact,
that's a low price for some
self-knowledge.
Social contagion. Yeah.
Know thyself. Above all things, and so this has been an unpaid promotion that you got to fucking buy the book. The last time, Dev, you've completely blacked out. By the way.
Yeah, I turned my webcam off because I'm eating right now.
Oh,
I
thought it was out of respect of the boys that.
You know what? It could be both. There's scope, I think, for it to be both.
Question: does it ship to the Netherlands?
No.
Move to the United States of America.
I would just check your local bookstore to see if they can order it for you.
I would go to boysweekend.biz.nl and
That's not anything.
Penguin Random House,
website, but it's just in like really bad.
How do we say business in Dutch, please?
Probably like business.
Business.
Business. Do I have Google Translate on this fucking browser? I probably do not.
In terms of like other countries like the UK and the Netherlands, I would just see if your local store can get it for you because I think it can because they're selling it worldwide.
And guess what? It's blurbed by Lily Wachowski and Ryan North.
That's fucking sick. I just watched a movie that she directed today. Actually,
it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
It was fucking great. It was
which movie? Which movie?
Speed Racer.
Speed Racer.
Legitimately, this is a non-irony take of mine. Legitimately one of my favorite movies on earth.
It's really fucking good.
Question for you.
It's a movie about making movies about how they're bad.
How free are you at noon on Sunday?
I will be in the Poconos snow tubing into a tree and dying.
Beautiful. Banger.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're missing out on your chance to talk about the movie Speed Racer, except vicariously through us.
I'm gonna record something to send it in.
Yeah, please do.
We will play it. We will play it.
Yeah, If you just give us a clean take of like, I agree with Devon. That's useful for any number of things. It's going to show up on Well, There's Your Problem every episode from now on.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming to the gender reveal show. Level emergency. I had a good time there. I gave advice on stage.
Nice.
And it was bad advice, but I was having a good time.
We see if you give good advice, if you give bad advice, but you have fun doing it, then it's good advice for you.
I agree. You should. Yeah. Here, can you get just a clean isolated? I agree with Devon. Devon,
if someone could
I agree.
That.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm also going to go and pull one from where Alice said it quite cleanly as well.
I'm going to undelete the VOD from the emotional vulnerability hour.
Oh shit, my petard. Oh fuck.
There it goes.
Well, now that I think we've told you about a little book that will change your life, and you should buy for $28. I think we also have some YouTubes that we can watch if we feel like it. Now that we've
watched the YouTube,
we've done all this. We've learned about some boys. It's perfect. It's beautiful. We've grown immensely. I feel as people in the course of doing this. Sad we didn't get the Quebecois boys, but what can you do?
Hey, maybe they'll unlock one day. Keep refreshing Boys Weekend at XYZ every day.
I will do. In fact, I'll just set a macro to like do that every 5 minutes in the background. Oh, we got some football.
First down, Jacksonville. They trail 13-0. The screen is intercepted.
Big Keith Trailer.
Oh, it's a big boy.
Oh, he's moving too.
Big boys.
He's moving. You could purchase a whole book about boys, about different kinds of boys.
It's a great exercise in showing off what momentum can do. It's like the Juggernaut once he gets up to speed.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you that again just because of how good it was. It's a beautiful little interception by a very large.
It's all. I mean, that was a great blocking by the D lineman here.
Look at him go!
I love.
Watch out! The earth is shaking. He's at the 30. He's at the 20.
He's going! He's going!
And my other favorite thing about the NFL is Americans love statistics more than they love sports. But like they have to disguise them in the form of sports. So the NFL will just to fill time whenever it's on, they'll just tell you this is the most rushing yards by, you know, like a wide receiver since 1927. You know, the last time this happened, Calvin Coolidge was president. And then they'll give you like
the real good stuff for that kind of commentary is watching a baseball game.
yeah.
Because you have the unique combination of there being so much downtime and also it being the sport approaching the most statistical significance because they play so many games a year and it's been played professionally for like over 100 years.
10,000 losses. I've been thinking about getting into baseball very strongly these days.
You would baseball is fun.
The thing is, the reason why is I want to annoy Min, you know, Pittsburgh's most from Pittsburgh man, by sort of vocally supporting the Philadelphia Phillies, a team whose own Wikipedia page describes them as a byword for futility. If you're unclear of the reason for the name 10,000 losses, it's because the Phillies have played and lost 10,000 times, a sort of statistically improbable amount. They are the losingest team in Major League Baseball, and it's not even close. There's no reason why that should be so.
Is they're coming up on 11,000 now.
Yeah,
I mean, there's definitely more. There are more futile franchises that have done worse and never won, and have had like much more seriously dour histories than the Phillies. The Phillies were bad for a long time and also have been around since the 1600s. So they just have.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Quakers.
Yeah, that's right.
30 days. Living currently in Mark Shapiro's.
John Penn was the starting pitcher.
He has no pizza experience. He's never been in the pizza category. I would just say.
I'm back.
Sorry, is he just wearing a shirt that says Jeff?
Very.
He's never been in the pizza
This is Jeff in Flames.
Jeff Baseball.
About the record that's not straight.
The Philadelphia Jeffs.
The fighting Jeffs.
Go Jeffs.
Fighting Jeffs. Yeah, this shit's so sick.
I see the word growl here. I think we're gonna get a noise.
Oh.
Big boy.
You know who that is? It's Jeff.
It's Jeff. These are the fighting Jeffs, you know?
It's crazy that he'd just be sounding like this.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like out there in the universe.
God's perfect animal.
Hey, if you're the cameraman or woman watching this, and this gator starts making this noise at you, I'm running away so fast.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't understand how they are just watching this happen to them.
Either very long zoom lens or sort of like extreme. No, not this cunt again. No. I keep thinking I've taken this one out, and he keeps fucking. I'll skip to the end where the police escort him out of the mall, as well they might.
I'm thinking like a sort of DJ Sovereign Citizen.
Yeah, basically.
Basically
is.
Cool.
For some reason my controls are not am I being locked into playing the fucking
the guy's in your house controlling
oh my god
turntable.
I think it's because he has chat replay on like an absolute cunt would do. Very annoying man in so many ways.
Bastards.
I know this is bicycling.
Ooh.
Hello to this woman.
Yes, well, it does take a little bit of getting used to, but once you've got the hang of it, this little number can certainly work up a head of steam. So
all e-bikes should look like
Top
this.
speed is about 24 miles per hour. Petrol
your little like lime bike or whatever should be like that.
Actually trouble-free.
Lift this up, pedal along.
Women should look like this again too.
Pedal first, lift it up, and then adjust your accelerator.
But of course, as we said, it does take a little bit of getting used to if you're a
yeah,
pedal pusher of the
big
more
hair,
conventional
you know.
type.
I mean, I'm working on that.
Yeah.
It's quite hard at the beginning, but once you get the hang of it,
all right now.
It's not too bad. And yeah, practice makes perfect.
Jeff, do you think there's a future for these
Jeff!
kind of things? Or
it's all Jeff's!
Village oaf looking ass motherfucker.
Jeff's all the way down.
And if she pedals faster when she puts the engine on, it will cut in. And
it's like, it's her fault.
This is a medieval guy who wears a barrel in Times Square. Get him out of my sight.
Yeah, he's the oaf haircut.
This oaf guy. Yeah, exactly. Look at him.
Oaf. No, the oaf haircut goes down. Like it's a full all the way round bowl cut instead of like a 70-degree bowl cut. My man's hairline looks like the declining economy. It looks like the no stocks graph.
Yeah, line go down. He asked the barber for that.
Tonsure this man.
Look at the haircut. Look at the haircut that looks like.
At the moment, the
And he's
engine
second, he's about to put
manufactured in
the
the US
bandana on
is
his
being
head, the
sold
Monty
here for
Python style with the
£250.
corners.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
businessman
He's about to
David
throw
Burns
that
is
on.
hoping to set up a new industry to manufacture the engine.
David
A bunch
Burns.
of
and supply both the
monks
home and
like hold you
export
down and like
markets.
tonsure this
Well, of
motherfucker.
course, in this day and age, with the price of petrol being what it is, the engine itself will do up to 375 miles to the gallon.
He's been hung, drawn, and tonsured.
It's like guts hanging out, also partially bald.
Long dead before they.
Yeah.
Jesus, Ricky Gervais. That's
Barbering a
We're hoping
corpse.
to
Yeah.
develop the export markets into Europe as well. And should the day come when it warrants the number of engines,
When it warns
which are
the number of
required,
engines.
we would then think of setting up a factory in this country, probably in the west of Ireland, to produce
Wow.
the BB bike engine.
What kind of people
The
do you see
BB bike
using
engine.
this
The
bicycle?
BB, they both
Well,
those B stand
anybody
for
over the
bike.
age of 16
Yeah,
or
bike
anybody
engine.
who can
The bike engine.
It's a bike
can
engine.
have one of these. There's no great problem at all about
Mhm.
riding it.
Seems
That's what it's
reasonable.
done.
As far as we're concerned, it's quite simple.
I love the
It's,
idea of just like I want to strap a
pretty
lawnmower to my
trouble-free.
bicycle
But aren't you going to
and
have
just
the
let the
additional
air
cost
propel
of
me forward.
taxing the bicycle, insuring the bicycle, and putting a registration plate on it?
Insuring the bicycle.
Yes. leaf blower pointing
that is the
backward.
requirement, registration plate, but only one small registration plate on the front of the bicycle. As far as the tax is concerned, it costs £5 a year. Insurance would cost in the region of around about 30
The
to 40
skip
pounds,
video button is
a year
hiding
for
from
an
me.
adult riding this bicycle. And so I can't see any great
We're no longer
problem.
allowed to
Any
skip
economy
these
point of view,
videos.
No, we're
of course,
locked
I'd roughly
in.
about
We're
half the
fucking.
people
I'm
ride.
a
I
prisoner
don't
of the
think
YouTube zone here.
Well, shit.
Uh huh.
I guess we're just stuck. Discover Telford.
We're about to discover Telford, whether we like it or not. You know, I
What is
don't.
Telford a place?
I fear. I fear
Well, let's
so.
find out.
Okay. Oop.
Mm-hmm.
Very ominous music. I feel like I'm about to ride into battle. Well, it's got a train.
Oh, it's got a nice train.
Steam
Got
train.
that guy?
Ah, it's got a steam train. Perfect.
Got a.
Get that guy off him.
Yeah.
Get that guy off. Get him out of here.
It's got dwarfs.
Tonsure that man.
They got drums in the deep.
It's got this guy.
Oh,
Wait, so
Telford's looking. Telford's maybe been forgotten by time, I'd say.
is this some sort of like trad LARPing place where you got to commit to it to live there?
It's just like, oh, you know what this is? You know there's a Dutch town that they reconstructed the 50s for old people to go live in?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's that, but for the British people who think they lived through World War II.
Huh.
Magic guy in chat is like, oh, I actually already live in Telford and it kind of sucks.
Do you
Nice
have-
that we've got such a large audience.
Yeah, we have
can
people
reasonably
everywhere.
assume. We have people everywhere.
Do you still have to do all of this stuff in like a 1950s manner? Do you have to go to like Cineworld wearing a waistcoat? Apparently.
We do.
Check these guys.
They got Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band just hanging out.
It's nice.
We got weirdly intense like POV cam there. We got
A real New York slice.
Oh, wait.
my favorite little New
Oh.
York pizzeria, Wildwood Kitchen in
Friggin'
Telford.
Telford over here. Yay.
That looks nice, I guess.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, the Royal Air Force Museum. That's some shit I'd be into.
Oh, that's quite cool.
I might be coming around on
Is
Telford.
that like a car that flies around?
Yeah.
Like those?
Yeah.
Wait, even the volume.
We got those
control.
now.
Did I just say annual dinner party?
There we go.
I said the annual dinner party.
Everyone in Telford goes to the annual dinner
It's
party.
where they have it. Also, I've discovered that the shortcut for going to the next video is Shift N. So I'm just going to remind
Beautiful.
myself of that. Telford is in time prison.
It's a shame.
Is Telford in time
Antonio
prison
says
or is
Yeovilton
it
is
time
better.
prison?
I'm not afraid to say it. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
What do we got this one?
We got some rallying shit here.
Ooh.
Ooh, with a Mercedes
Oh.
with those fat tires.
That's crazy. This should remind me of Speed Racer.
To me, this is beautiful.
Great film.
The thing is, I've never seen Speed Racer, and I don't want to, but I'm being
Oh, buddy,
forced to.
you'll see
it's
it.
so good.
And my
I
God,
will.
you'll see the
I gotta
fuck
say,
out of it.
I gotta say, that's what you gotta do when you watch it for the first time. And I'm not joking. Put your phone somewhere, turn the fucking lights off, and strap in, and really watch it, because it's incredible.
trust the Wachowskis.
Trust
The
our
first
girls.
15 minutes, you're going to be like, this is the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. No, it's actually good.
The best, yeah, it's incredible. You settle into the last 5 minutes of that movie. I saw it in the theater once ago, and I was hooting and screaming like a goose.
Hooting like a goose.
Yeah. This shit got me
Hooting like a
goose.
like a 1950s goose.
It's got me like one of Telford's famous geese. Hooting.
I'm sorry, I just loved it. Oh, also, classic rally fan experience there. Looking for cigarette lighter. Like, missing the thing you sat for hours to see. Just perfectly missing it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Dipshit.
Rabbi. Doesn't seem rabbinical in any serious way.
Yeah, he's a rabbi who's big into sinus clearing, I guess.
And also driving
That's the
really
rabbi.
fast in the
I don't know.
forest. This is a really cool
Yeah,
rabbi.
well, that's
the Talmud
the
is
side.
the Talmud's very clear in Nettie parts.
Yeah.
Whoop.
In their use.
No, I need this car. Is the thing. This is amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. I stammered slightly over my words, and it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. This shit amazing to me.
We're in a rough
This shit
spot
is so-
today.
it's
It
got
seems.
This is technically ableism.
As a person of speech impediment experience, I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
Yeah. That's right, and it's illegal to be mad at you. In fact.
It's actually
right.
true. It's
It passed
trans
that
misogyny.
recently.
It's anti-Semitism.
Oh shit.
I feel like if you keep doing enough movies, eventually an Abby hates Kung Fu Hustle like scenario will apply to every KJB host. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. Art is subjective.
Every time I show you guys a movie and one of you goes, "This is insanely stupid," even when the movie is insanely stupid.
It's mostly Abby. I've always liked your
That's my
picks.
9/11.
Yeah. Although, what's going to be the thing that we show you and you're like, nah, don't get it, don't like it, don't care for it? Because I don't think we've had one, have we?
KGB does The Clouds of Sils Maria.
Not yet, I don't think. I'm quite biddable, honestly, when it comes to
What's the least ideal genre of Devon film? Would you say?
Horror, because they don't like to be scared. Yeah.
Horror. If you spook me, I'm upset about it.
Okay.
I don't want to get
Dev,
spooked.
what we're gonna do is I'm gonna defer Todo sobre mi madre once again, and we're gonna do a harmless, nice movie where nothing will scare you called Audition. It's just a show about
A guy like me never gets scared.
Yeah, exactly.
I choose to never put myself in a position where I'll be scared of something.
Audition is like a show about a Japanese film executive, casting executive, and his sort of like search for meaning after he's like widowed. And it's that's all there is to it. So don't be alarmed in any way.
I've just found an image of.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's because you'll spoil yourself on the film Audition, which is nice, you know.
Yeah, it's just like it's a non-musical adaptation of a chorus line.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
watching people audition. For
It's
a show.
sort of like mostly about the casting process. It's a lot like the movie Adaptation. It's very meta.
If you make me watch a movie and I get scared, we will have an actual problem. It will strain our genuine friendship.
You
we
certainly
will suffer for this.
You will certainly not regret watching Audition.
I will.
You won't.
I know, but I will.
It's fine. It's good actually.
Yeah, Lighthouse is a good compromise. It feels scary but isn't.
Yeah,
It's got like the mood of a scary.
It's
movie.
gross but not scary, if that makes sense.
It's gross but not scary, but it's got like all the
creepy
sort
and
of
wet.
like aesthetics, and it's like creepy. But it's not scary.
Devon, have you heard of a film called Come and See? Yes, I've heard of a film called Come and See. I'm not watching that shit either.
Bit of a Serbian
I'm not
film.
watching any. Of course, I've heard of a Serbian film. What do you take me for?
Pretty exciting.
Listen.
Mm.
Do you know how long it took dear friend of a show and my girlfriend Becca to convince me to watch the is it Brandon Cronenberg film Possessor?
Brandon Cronenberg?
Weeks.
I'm actually going to see the new Brandy Crony in about an hour.
But I did like it, so it's hard to. I have not seen.
This guy's in a hole.
Never put me in a hole either.
What he's doing
Don't
is...
put me in a hole and make me watch Audition. We're gonna. Damn it!
Oh fuck yeah! No, that's a really good call. Is Dead Man's Shoes? I've been meaning. I've been meaning to make you watch Dead Man's Shoes. Not you specifically, but like the podcast, for a while, because it's a really good film apart from anything else. You're there, mate.
If the hole was made for me. Well, in that
Dead Man's
case.
Shoes. You just sent me off on a reverie where I'm just gonna, for the next like every little while, I'm just gonna interrupt whatever we're talking about and be like, man, Dead Man's Shoes are really fucking good. Paddy Considine, yeah.
He's a good guy. He's a good lad.
Great lad. Very menacing. These are the wicked guys. And this is going to stop the water going down the hole. But it's not going to stop the water rushing into the room.
Ah.
Alright, so this is how we're going to drown this guy, it seems.
And what we're doing is charging our gravity battery. Because the water is now...
You know what? It would be an interesting horror movie for us to talk about as well. For pure reasons of, like, class analysis and racism and stuff. Not racism, exactly. But, like, I would be interested to talk about a movie called Eden Lake. And my reach for that one, my big ask, is if we do Eden Lake, well, first of all, we're going to have an argument because you'll be scared, but second of all, I want to see if we can get Owen Jones on for it.
If it means getting Owen Jones on, he's a decent lad. We've met before. He's all right. Then sure, yeah, I'll watch whatever the fuck.
You say that, but we're still going to have the argument because it is spooky.
We're gonna have the argument. Yeah, of course we are.
While you guys were arguing, you missed that this guy looks like Mark Zuckerberg, kind of.
Let me go back here.
Will level out.
The water will level
If
up.
I'm wrong, and if you do all this effort, no, not at all. Never mind. It moved real quick. I paused it. I feel like a fool now.
Certain frames. Certain frames.
This person.
This guy's motion blur looks just like Mark Zuckerberg.
And
yeah.
we're nowhere near close to full. We could go another 3-4.
You could use him as like a Mark Zuckerberg stunt double.
Bring it up a foot a day. So this is as high
Maybe.
as we get.
Says I get
the stuff I'm going to do to Mark Zuckerberg.
all 4 rebuild movies in exchange for 1 horror film.
And here we go. So
I'm not gonna make him watch the rebuild movies.
Rebuild. You know, I finished the 4th rebuild today.
Oh shit! How did you find it?
Good shit that I love.
Yeah, I had a great time with it. I think it's a good endpoint.
If we just
Had a
get
nice time
someone
with it.
from like,
However, the best one is still End of Evangelion. It's not even close.
I think so. I liked 3 a lot.
so I think, that the move is we can do horror movies, but we have to get a guest that you personally like to like offset it a bit. Like take your dog to the groomers and like having its owner there so it knows not to be so nervous. So if you could just get me a list of like people in like left media or whatever that you would like to do a podcast with, I will assemble a list of the most frightening movies I've ever seen. We're gonna get Ash Sarkar on and we're gonna watch The Descent.
I don't want to talk to Ash Sarkar. What do you take me for?
I don't know, someone who wants to talk to Ash Sarkar, apparently.
Why would I want to talk to Ash Sarkar? What if we have nothing to say?
She could talk about doing the post with the vibrator and the sickle again, you know? That would be epic.
I don't really want to talk to Owen Jones.
You've rebuilt communism just by saying it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's torment Dev by making them psychologically associate all their celebrity crushes with terror.
No!
Okay, now we're getting some weird calls here. Terrifier 2 with Aaron Bastani.
Alright, I'll watch really weird combos. I'll watch
Wait, fuck, no, I've got a perfect answer. Tom Hardy, Human Centipede.
Shit, that's not a fucking bad idea, man. That's actually
Unironically. Yeah. Yes.
Midsummer's actually,
Fuck,
Midsummer
that's
is not a
really
scary
good.
movie,
I'd watch
I don't think.
Midsummer. Actually, I would actually watch Midsummer.
Midsummer, I would say it's not like scary. Like there's some stuff in it that is like uncomfortable to watch, but it all takes place during the day.
Like
So it is kind
I
of
trust
like-
A24 generally.
Yeah, I will say my partner, who's a bit of a not horror movie person, who is very specific, likes Midsummer a lot and can handle it.
Beautiful.
And now I'm sort of second guessing myself about what constitutes horror. Does funny games count as horror? It's pretty. It's scary, I guess, but I don't.
Yeah, I'd say it does.
Funny games.
Funny games.
Midsummer with Jeremy Corbyn. Yeah.
I'd love to play some funny games. If you get Jeremy Corbyn on here, I'll talk about literally anything.
Jeremy Corbyn and funny games. We do both of
Get
them back
Corbyn
to
on
back.
here,
You have
I'll
to watch
watch
the
Audition.
remake too. Funny games counts as horror? Oh no. Well, I still want to watch it
does.
though.
It's like home invasion shit, right?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get Rory Kinnear on to talk about Man. Good idea.
Yeah, Rory Kinnear. What do you think about this movie you were in? Oh, that was good. Great, thanks.
Cheers, thanks, man.
What's the fucking what's the home invasion horror movie where it's set in fucking Romania? It's like a couple, they go to fucking move to Romania because it's
Romanian games.
cheap. Was it? God damn. The Romania horror movie Children.
Oh,
Hey, buddy, if you describe it to me with those words, I'm not watching it. I'll tell you that for free. Haven't you watched Jennifer's Body, which is a horror movie?
It is
Not
them.
really,
It is
no.
them. Yeah. Okay. So we also got to watch Them. Because that was pretty good, even though I couldn't, remember the name of it. Traditional Romanian film.
Trash. Oh boy! We're gonna be hydro dipping today. You may have seen videos of people hydro dipping.
So the only source of even slight tension in my relationship is that Becca absolutely loves horror films, and I am, as aforementioned, God's perfect baby. But I'm trying, man.
She'll habituate you in time.
She will eventually. She's gotten me to watch a reasonable amount. It'll happen.
Big thanks
It was
No,
someone.
because she's messaging me non-stop because we're talking about horror films right now.
Yeah, and she's just saying Human Centipede. The costume design was the
Yeah,
highlight.
Human Centipede. Not ironically.
My relationship with my car has never been better.
Yeah, I'm bored of these guys
I'm
too.
Dr. Jerry. I've been a car therapist
Skip.
for over 11 years in
They're doing bits at me. And
It's
I
just
don't,
funny for like
I don't care for
10
it.
seconds,
I
maybe,
don't
but
care
it's
for
it's
things.
a
like that.
17-minute video.
Oh, this is now we got a 6-minute video from the Bundeswehr from 1970. We can see some German troop vibes. I also don't like that they still get to use the shape.
why are they allowed to use that shape still?
They should be banned from using the shape.
Maybe they're just really into Vivian Westwood.
It's like they're making the cross out of a different metal. It's like, buddy.
Do you know the old joke? And then I'm gonna have to set the thing to translate because I'm not confident that I'm gonna be able to translate what the joke is. The instructor asking how many parts does the G3 fall into?
It's on how you throw. Very good.
Oh, I see. My dog got no nose.
No, but seriously, it is
Levers
at
on her.
least 216 parts. No, but seriously, if we're going to explain all of those parts to you now in detail. Part number 1!
This is just a preview of the Berlin show.
Yeah. Yeah, we explain every punchline we do after we do it.
In case any Germans come.
Es wird 5 Witzen in diesem Show getan. Fuck, my German's so bad.
This soundtrack, though, was pretty hard.
Kind of goes off, yeah. All these...
Austin Powers owns the factory.
Yeah, the Austin Powers German rifle factory. It's a very sexy, very sexualized atmosphere,
Yeah, baby.
A lot of sort of goop dripping over stuff. And plus, studs like these, Jesus.
How do you say, do I make you horny, baby, in German?
I don't know.
Someone get on that.
Yeah.
I want that on my desk by Monday.
It is. I pronounce German quite well. People comment on it, but like all of the like grammar, that's just gone. The vocabulary, gone.
Put one of those fucked up looking bees in front of Alice, and you're all over it.
Yeah. It's an S set. So yeah, if you tell me how to say it, I'll say it. Ja, du bist aufgeräumt. I do like the spring bending machine. Look at this.
Sorry, I'm really a big fan of gehornt, baby.
Alice, did you ever check out the short documentary on the European woman looking for her old Japanese bondage porn? What was that titled again? Let me make a note here. I had a law professor like this, Austrian, so almost German, who spiced up his lectures by saying about certain topics, "There's a joke about that," and then he explained the punchline without ever telling the joke. Torture. Torture. Wie mache ich dich geil, Schatz?
I've now read the synopsis of the film Audition.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
That was about time, thanks. This is the way I operate with horror films. I've read the synopses of essentially all of them that have ever been made, but I'm just like, I'm not going to watch that shit.
Yeah.
I can imagine it with my brain now.
What's the German...
Yeah, this is fucking great.
What's the German Pathé sound? Also.
That's pretty good. I love a little just gentle tube crusher. It's like,
Jiggler detective.
The tube masticator, yeah.
My tube has been chewed.
Yeah, that's a Romanian space program observes quite correctly that this is before Germans had invented work simulator. So like this guy, right? This guy driving the little rifle truck, which is the coolest vehicle I've ever seen. This guy, he's gonna go insane because he can't go home and play rifle truck driving simulator for 8 hours.
That is 100% my understanding of the German psyche.
Mm-hmm.
So that you work for 8 hours at your job driving a forklift, and then you go home and play forklift driver simulator until you go to bed.
They just like me.
They like doing it.
Some cool tooling. Also, doing all of this with heels. Heels? Fuck me. But my brain is just melting out of my ears
doing
tonight.
this backwards and in heels. Yeah. There's women working.
What I was reaching for was nails. Doing this with long nails. Not an obvious confusion to make, so it's sort of concerning there.
Yeah, the couple of times I've gotten like the claws on, I left about a day and a half before I go completely fucking nutso.
Oh, the fingernails? Yeah, no.
The fingies, yeah.
I did about an entire term working as a teacher with the fucking claw-ass nails on. That was very, very difficult.
Yeah, I keep mine short for like sex reasons, largely, but
it's not unreasonable.
Yeah, I succumbed to that, and it was also I tried to go to the rock climbing gym I go to.
No, that's not gonna be happening.
It went great, guys. Thank you.
But like,
I think they love it though. I think they love it so much. You get the nails put on, and then I tried to get my wallet out, and I just could not get the fucking card out of my wallet.
You're just like,
and they were just smiling like this is the highlight of their fucking day.
Probably the instead of horror movies, the thing I've seen that gave me the most anxiety was a post that's like, hi, supermarket employee here. You're actually taking too long to get your wallet out, and everyone is looking at you. We're gonna have to ask you to leave. And that gave me the fear. That gave me the fear more than Audition did.
Hey, you've been standing in this aisle looking at the various salad dressings for like 15 minutes. Are you okay? Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Actually, I did do that one time. It's just because I have to listen to so many fucking podcasts, like as a job, to like either check that they're good enough to release or like pull the little promo segment for putting on Twitter. I just wander about the shop. Like,
Oh yeah.
I was in a Waitrose just like emulsifying various salad dressings for quite some time. I think a few weeks back.
We have a fella.
And it's cool. It's good to do.
This is a fella.
This is an ideal guy. Oh, is it
Why are you as a man not doing this?
Why are you not going into harps so you can meet more dudes like this?
I'm going to a harp meet and it's all guys like this. Yeah, I was at the harp meet and no one was talking about you. They just...
Why were you at the harp meet? Sort of camera flash emoji.
I was at the harp meets because I love harps.
They're gently plucking your ass on harp Twitter.
Gently plucking my ass?
No!
Oh no, see, this is a guy who needs long nails, you know?
Yeah, let's give this guy the claws.
Yeah. Abby has the long nails, and that's, like, insane to me. I don't know how she lives with that. Well, I know how she lives with it. The way she lives with it is every few days she texts me, I broke a fucking nail! And I'm like, yeah, it sucks.
I found a lot of, like, everyday things very, very difficult, down to, like, typing and, like, using my phone or whatever. There's a lot of stuff, like, getting on clothing was hard. Like, there's a lot of, like, random stuff. You're like, oh, I do use the tips of my fingers a lot, huh?
Yeah.
I need those.
Isn't this the Irish president? Yeah, Michael Higgins has let himself go.
I think he's found himself.
Toxoplasmosis says, I pay this guy to perform at my house in Whiterun. We've been having a lot of sort of Skyrim jokes lately. I've been thinking about Skyrim a lot.
You were talking about the Jarl
really
a lot
good.
before.
Yeah, I was talking about Bellathor. I've been talking about Bellathor's General Goods.
Bellathor's General Goods store is very funny to me, just inherently.
There's a lot of Bellathor chat in the latest TF.
It's just the act of, like, saying something to someone as they walk past you is so funny.
Oh, nail polish. Nail polish as opposed to long nails. Like, I love to put nail polish on my short-ass, dyke-ass nails. I love that shit. You put a clear coat over the top of it so it doesn't come off during, you know, whatever you're doing. It's great.
Of course.
Delightful. Might put some on now, in fact. Plus, you get the free sort of slightly intoxicating smell.
I do love that smell.
I
also use the Sally Hansen Instant Dry. It's good shit.
I tell you what I have sort of like mixed feelings about though, in terms of gender non-conformity, is you see how cis men are wearing nail polish now?
It's fucked up.
You know how
I stopped. I stopped painting my nails black ever. Because that's just like cis man guy now stuff.
And like they can't help but to, like, the second they do it, a bunch of like writers are gonna cross the street to suck them off for like how gender non-conforming it is, and it increasingly isn't, for one thing. And second of all, why are they getting sucked off for being gender non-conforming, and my transsexual ass is barely getting sucked off at all? Answer me that, society.
Yeah.
You don't like getting sucked off.
Yeah, I don't. But it would be nice to have the option.
It would be nice to be able to decline it.
Yes.
Yeah. Why aren't people as you walk by, like in Skyrim, yelling at you? I'd like to suck you off.
Yeah. Do you get to the getting sucked off district very often?
I didn't think so. And he hit the gritty, and I was like, what are you doing?
Deshara 218. I ordered something at a stand where some kid was trying to flirt with the stand lady while he searched for the money in his pockets. I whipped out my wallet and carved her off a bill in one motion, had it back in my pocket before she grabbed it so I could grab the food and go, and she said thank you to me in English, brackets, not an English-speaking country. Felt like I murdered the poor kid.
He's dead. He's gone now, and that's fine.
Yeah, this is the thing. You know, if you don't have the sort of manual
sucked
dexterity,
off by a twink. That's what they want these days.
That's right.
That's right.
You get the armrest percussion there. That's right.
I still want nail polish when I'm boy moding for work.
We love to boy mode for
I
work.
mean, it's like, listen, I'm
videos
generally
of people
the
dipping apart
norms, I
into
think, is
film
good.
covered.
But also, it is more the societal reaction of there's people getting the Harry Styleses of the world getting completely sucked off.
And he's losing.
There's one thing.
I'd never stop thinking about that tweet, man.
It's the funniest
beating his ass.
There is one thing I'll say, which is I gotta apologize to Jane Campion. Because did you ever see a series called Top of the Lake? It's a New Zealand crime series.
I know about it.
It's
I
really
like
good.
Jane.
It's got Elizabeth Moss in it, but don't
big
let that
Jane
get you
fan.
down. But second season of that, I was like, this doesn't really need a second season, but they gave it a second season, and her boss, so senior police officer, cishet man, is like wearing nail polish, and I'm like, oh, that's a slightly transphobic thing of you to do, Jane Campion, to make this like man more like this sinister man be sinister because he's wearing nail polish. A couple of years later, I'm like, no, she called it 100%. She was right. She was right. So I apologize, Jane Campion, at this time.
Thegunfood.com.
Thegunfood.com.
Oh.
Life is older.
And they say America has no culture.
Trees, younger than the mountains, rolling like the breeze.
This is an awesome preview of the sort of guy that's going to be playing the Family Guy theme on a trumpet while he shoots me in the street for being transgender in a couple of years.
Liz Future has correctly identified that like nail polish for cis guys is good if you are like not a cis guy, right? But like
I was talking about this actually at the gender reveal show last night,
Mm.
which is that sometimes it's okay to be a cis person, sometimes, but it's every group of guy friends has one straight guy friend who is a little fruity. And he's great. You love to have him around.
That's true.
That's true.
Guys a little fruity can have nail polish because you're a little fruity. And it's fine.
When I say like cis men wearing nail polish is like bad, I'm not talking about like there's a sort of like ignore Daryl. He's not part of the experience, thing going on here,
Yeah.
right?
Daryl's a little fruity. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Charles Gunn Graham.
You can email this guy and like do a song request and a gun request, I think. But
I don't.
Pretty sick.
New Age miracles, fact or fraud? Great. Oh, it's found footage fest. I love these.
Righteous.
Charging that
They better say
crystal.
fact because I have a lot of beliefs that I need.
100% fact.
Yes.
The waves.
I enlisted my friend Charles' able assistance in this portion of our presentation for reasons which will soon become obvious. Charles?
Yes. Charles.
Charles.
I got a guy who can
funniest
do this.
possible cut, I think.
Me as well.
In terms of what we're looking at here.
Mm-hmm. Is that Felix Leiter?
Wait, hold on. Is
top surgery?
This guy right here is that not the fucking Chapo Trap House guy who isn't Felix or Matt or Virgil?
I don't.
God, what's his fucking name? What's the fucking
Will?
Will? Is that not Will from Chapo Trap House? Will Menaker?
The guy at the bottom?
Yeah, on the bottom.
He's got the same beard and haircut, or close to it.
First time chat from Cross Mike saying Manica. But I made him break the silence.
Will Menaker.
And choose a piece.
Will Menaker.
Menaker.
Thank you. You may return to your seat.
This guy just gonna eat these crystals? What's happening?
I hope he doesn't.
Yeah. Contemplating a single Dorito. No, he's gonna do it. He's about to... Oh, hate that sound as well.
I love a Crystal Ranch Dorito. Really delicious snack.
Ooh. You ever see the movie Sallow?
No.
Yeah, or the days of the Crystal Dorito. Huh?
Horrid. Horrid is the word.
I've not seen any of these things.
I've really only
Because
ever
once
seen
again,
one
why
Pasolini
would I
movie,
do
and it's the Canterbury Tales adaptation.
I'm just hoping that this is a really big salt crystal. Ah. Oh, this is worse than the light bulb shit.
One of the most powerful
Yeah. I think KGB should do all of Pasolini's.
Yes, genuinely yes.
I think we should do
the
Canterbury
Pasolini season.
I want to talk about the Canterbury Tales movie because the ending is the funniest thing in the goddamn entire world that I've ever watched ever. Where there's just like big Satans farting out friars and shit.
Pasolini. What? What's the Pasolini movie that like was adapted into Visitor Q? We'll do that. Wait, horrible threat here.
If I can direct your attention to the demonstration area, I'll give you a first-hand look at psychic surgery.
Please don't give me a first-hand look at that.
I love that there's just a floating triangle behind him. That's the freakiest shape there is, and it's triangle.
Oh no, not.
No,
No.
It's not real. This is the shit they were doing. You ever see Man on the Moon? Jim Carrey and the Coffin movie. Oh, he like gets really when he has cancer, he gets really into New Age medicine, and he goes and gets this done. It's a magic trick. They like have it in their hand already.
Yeah, isn't that?
Yeah. This will cure your Morgellons. Right quick.
The next time you or someone you know is approached by a member of a New Age group,
someone in chat described him as looking like Sam the Eagle.
I gotta be honest, I don't really want to remember what I've seen here today. I also don't know whether he was like pro at looking like Kenneth Williams. Yeah.
If you have around about £400 to spend and you're considering buying either
I do.
the QL or the Amstrad, which one do you choose?
Bloody Labour aristocracy.
Help you make up your mind is to pick up a copy of Personal Computer World magazine and read one of their regular bench tests. Now, by the merest chance, this gentleman sitting next to me, David Tebbutt, is the man who devised those bench tests for PC.
This is all computer users until about like 1999.
Bench test, so you better get it right. To see if he does, we have a distinguished panel here to see fair.
It's gonna look exactly like him. Fuck.
It keeps zooming out to find more guys. Look at
yes!
Oh my god, there's so many
guys!
Yes. Yes.
They're all
I
like...
want the camera to go the other way to find more men.
Yeah, and they all look like slight variations of the same guy.
All your needs, from zapping aliens to running your business.
David
Clearly,
Tebbutt.
not all machines are suitable.
Everyone in the chat, these guys
There
are
are some inexpensive
That's
machines around
for
that
sure
might do
true.
the job. Today I'm going to introduce you to 3 of them. First,
We're going to
BBC
introduce to some
Model B.
computers.
Long in the tooth, perhaps, but still a popular choice.
I remember the
Then
BBC
we have
made
Sinclair's
computers.
elegant but controversial
The
QL.
BBC made computers?
Finally,
Yeah, a couple. The BBC Micro, whatever that one just was.
The Amstrad CPC.
Oh, not an Amstrad. Fuck me
Amstrad.
running, not an
Rely
Amstrad.
heavily on their technical
Fuck, oh my
specifications to
god.
attract buyers. The BBC with its
This man has some horrific kinks. I don't think that's true. I think you're mischaracterizing. I think this is a different type of guy. I think this is a, like, Triumph Bonneville in pieces in his back garden that he's gonna try and fix kind of guy. He's a real ale guy. Potentially
He's not a sex freak. He's just he's a guy who has a lot of like very involved hobbies.
And in the box, a user guide and a
Blood is Burning says, "Oh, okay, he's a
QL
pedophile."
a little more.
No,
not. I don't think so.
He seems fine.
QL itself with its micro drives over here.
Alice, you're describing a butch lesbian. Real ale butch lesbians? Oh my god! I realize that's just like being gay in the countryside, but please, God, need that. Ugh.
Comes as a keyboard cassette unit.
The Amstrad
Is that a
also.
cassette tape?
Yeah.
A manual
Slot in the keyboard?
and a pack of £100 worth of
Because your
software.
programs play on tapes.
You can
I
either have
guess.
a colour monitor with the Amstrad or a green and white plain monitor.
Amstrad, by the way, is the company of Alan Sugar, who we made Lord Sugar, who
yeah. I know about Lord Sugar from the Trash Future program. I think.
yeah, he presents
Lord Sugar.
our version of The Apprentice, and once got absolutely fucking rinsed by Donald Trump on Twitter several times across over a year.
About to do will test the speed of the basic interpreter
Shame, but
performing mathematically intensive tasks.
Alice, do you just want to fuck one of every single subset of lesbian? One? You underestimate me.
Until computers can understand speech or thought, we're stuck with the need to communicate through a keyboard. Like a pair of shoes, it pays you to find something comfortable. The BBC.
Yeah, this man researched for 6 months to buy his pair of shoes, bought one pair of shoes, has not, like, he's wearing them now, wears them all the time.
Those are his shoes.
Those are the best ones.
Forms a series of bubbles on which the keys rest. It works, but it doesn't lend itself to touch typing.
Exactly.
The mechanism of the Amstrad
Get mechanical, baby.
similar to the
So
QLs,
true, bestie.
but a better design makes it much more pleasant to use.
He's spitting.
Out of 20 points, we'll give the BBC 18.
He's talking. He's absolutely right. I got a poker 3 with no letters on the keycaps. I've had this for years. I've never needed anything else. It's perfect.
Yeah, I used to have
Mine
letterless
keyboard is
keycaps. Great. Good idea. Pops off. Also very, very fun because if anyone else tries to use your computer, they go, oh, this is really annoying. And you go, yes.
Yes. It's perfect. I don't even need to look down. I transcribe with this shit. I just don't.
Yeah.
Perfect. But yeah, if anyone else tries to use my computer, they butt up against some real problems immediately.
Yeah, I taught myself to like touch type the hard way with that.
Plotting and drawing are straightforward
Yeah, me too.
on Amstrad, but circles and shape filling.
You think, yeah, I should probably be able to touch type, and as a conclusion, yeah. Oh fuck, they're doing Satan shit.
Yeah, I learned how to draft like this, just like without a mouse. In a high school class, and it sucks so bad.
Yeah.
I learned how to draft in like AutoCAD 1.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'm 1,000 years old. This is the important thing to remember about me in the lore.
Well, also that like no one bothers to like update teaching computers ever. Like I had to learn Logo.
And has a decent envelope shaper.
Right. Yeah.
The QL provides the modestly named beep command, which provides a single channel of sound.
Beep command.
The Amstrad provides 3 channels: right speaker, left speaker, and both speakers. 8 octaves plus both volume and tone envelope.
Wait, did we get raided? Did we get raided and like miss it? Yes, we did. Ellen from now on raiding with a party of 152. Hello, Ellen fans. How's it going?
Hello.
We're watching.
Some Ellen fan.
We're watching some raid ignored. Yeah, no sale whatsoever. We're just like, do not acknowledge it. We just we roll the windows up, shut the doors, close the locks, and just keep driving.
For most people, this should be
learning about beep command.
Getting raided and just like looking up and just like straight back down again.
It's like, huh?
Busy right now.
Yeah.
Thinking about keyboards.
Don't interrupt me. I'm engaged in revolutionary work.
Was launched in early 1984. Although
That's right.
didn't pick up
We're watching this guy just be his best self.
A count of the advertisements in a recent issue of PCW showed 20 items for the QL. Amstrad is an even more recent arrival than the QL.
The sort of gentleness with which he touches the computer.
Plus some AmSoft programs. The number of supporting products relates to the popularity of the
soy sauce
machine
boy
and the time it's been on the market.
Tier 1 sub.
Accordingly, we end up with 22 points out of 25 for the BBC, 8 for the QL,
and his lovers. That's right.
This means that the BBC has now grabbed a clear lead from the relative newcomers. Let's see what the final tally was in the benchmark.
Well, he thinks the QL was a piece of shit, for one thing.
2 surprises on our hands. The BBC and the Amstrad were the fastest. Out of 5 points, we'll give the BBC 3, the QL 2, and the Amstrad 4. This gives us the final tally. Out of a maximum of 100 points, the BBC scores 63. The QL 50.
Yeah, go back to nationalized products. Have the BBC make all the computers again.
I wouldn't trust a BBC computer. I'd try to use it and it'd be like, tranny detected. Fuck. Shit.
What level of beep command is that?
It's like a fingerprint thing, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, because the thing is, the computer does that because it has an internal clock.
Needs and preferences. I rather enjoyed that. Come and take a seat, especially the bit where it dissolved into the bottom right-hand corner. Now, Tony.
Computer is scanned by male skeleton.
That's right. RAM overclocking failure. Oh, I think we may have seen this one already. I think it's the circuit board.
For clocking failure is when my computer notices that I'm trying.
I'm always overclocking.
No, that's the smoke that makes my computer work. It needs to be in the RAM.
Male tummy detected. No computer allowed.
It is a proper whiskey glass. I got it at the whiskey museum in Edinburgh while I was killing time.
What have I
Ah.
got myself into? I am fucking shitting myself.
Entering the whiskey museum like,
What have you got myself into?
I am fucking. It loops and then it goes back to like the beginning and unloops itself. It's so weird. YouTube, please support a 2,000 video playlist again.
Do that, and now they're making Ghostbusters with only women. What's going on?
That was the president of America.
He was the president of the United States, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just like
That man
it's
was the
so
most
trite to be like,
powerful person in the world.
you know, like it is a thing that like in 30 years we'll be like, wait, that was
in Chatham,
that was weird, huh?
which is
Remember that?
about to close down. So
Fuck
this
yes,
is my
it's time,
last
baby.
Ever chance.
This is a certified Chatham Tesco moment.
This building. Let's go. Tesco's in Chatham is just
fucking
so
go.
glossy. It's a really nice building. It's a large building. Still open
Sorry,
in
that was
Chatham
not.
since the
That was not what I.
bus station
I forgot I recorded.
I don't know what I have on this thing.
Slap
the fruit.
Perfect.
Pretty good. What do I have on this one?
The
instruments of Armageddon.
Firstly, into Tesco's, and Tesco's wasn't making much money in this
This
shop.
looks
That's
like
why
my
they
high
closed
school.
it down. Even though
Almost
this
exactly.
is a very prime location for Tesco's.
High school, American high schools. We looked at a lot of their hallways on the previous stream due to me being on some shit, and they looked really grim.
Yeah, they're depending. I mean, like there's like very discrete sort of like eras of high school construction in America.
Well, Alice, it
probably, like,
seems
everywhere, but
we both
the,
got
like the
autism,
one that I
haven't
went to
we?
had very like that brown brick.
Mm-hmm.
the weird
Yeah,
windows
they're like
everywhere.
brown breeze block.
Really grim. Really grim environment to be stuck in all day.
I don't care for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely built in the early 70s, I think.
British school building really doesn't have eras. It's all shit. It all
Well, it's supposed to be
looks,
shit.
yeah. It all looks like the
Easy into
70s,
it.
whether it was built in the 1820s or the 2020s. Like we had an 1850s building, and they painted all of it sort of neon yellow, like the color that like a hive is. Like on the inside. I don't know why they did
I thought
that.
you said the cover of like a hive, like a beehive.
Yeah, like a beehive, the school hive.
And you're the busy bees.
No, absolutely.
3 and 4 got pretty disgusting. There was pigeon poo everywhere, and the local drug dealers decided to start hanging out up there. And it was pretty.
Shout out to the local drug dealers.
To go. So to try and make the car park a bit safer, they've now shut down levels 3 and 4,
Ugh.
meaning the only levels open are 1 and 2. And now going back down into Tesco's, and let's take a look at the lifts. The lowest floor in these lifts is store level, which just opens out into Tesco's.
Thank you.
This is a sad Tesco, certainly.
Just outside of the shop, except to the lifts. This is not the same level as market level in the lift shaft.
Is
10
it not?
centimeters higher than
That's-
store level, which
that's
is really weird.
crazy.
It's not opened in market level for at least 20 years. And it just looks really spooky.
How-
out here. Just look at this. with all the
11
green
minutes
lifts.
of
is
this.
So epically run down. And now the next level up from market level is restaurant level, which requires a key to get the lifts to stop.
Well, we're really gonna do every floor too.
There's been a restaurant here for years, but this is the floor where the toilets are. So
How big is a Tesco?
This is a sort of unusually intricate Tesco. I'll say that.
This was a massive Tesco, yeah.
This is the madness Tesco.
This is the back rooms of Tesco. Like, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Every Tesco has 11 levels under it of where the workers live.
Shift N.
People
I
don't
wonder what
realize
that
that.
shortcut could do.
Yeah, there's sort of like a Portal 2 under every Tesco.
Oh, it goes to the best video on the playlist, is what it does. The one I will never take off. The
Yes! It's perfect. It's the best.
oh. God forbid I ever get punched in the face, but if I do, I want to make a noise like, oh, you know? Oh, it's the slow-mo guys.
Dan, coming to you live from inside the internet.
Except it's not live.
Not live, obviously, pre-recorded.
Yeah, we're doing a voiceover of this
Doing
video.
voiceover. We rarely do this, but
And they're doing bits at me.
Oh, it's fucking Josh Whedon over here.
No, this is slow-mo, guys. You're not familiar with those?
Whedon.
The writing of the intro there is very Josh.
Normally,
the
I would
dude
be
in
shot
the
for
fucking-
being Italian.
I'll let that play through.
Alice, don't you get punched in the face in bed sometimes? Yes, but
There you go.
yeah, it's difficult in those situations for a number of reasons for me to go like, oh, you know. But take people out of the mood for one thing. Don't want to do.
The lad who's talking now is Gavin Free, who was he was in fucking Rooster Teeth. He was like the fucking achievement hunters.
Man, Rooster Teeth. That's a.
Remember?
Red versus
I don't want to. I don't
Red
want
versus
to.
Blue. Still going.
I don't.
That hit when-
You
are you
can't.
kidding?
You
That
can't
hit when I was
send me
in
back.
college.
You can't send me back
it was
to Blood
really good
Gulch.
until season like 12.
You can't take me back.
And then it just keeps going.
You can't make me
You're
go
going back. You're going back.
No, fuck.
This was my first parasocial relationship. Was with a fucking cast of Achievement
Alice, wake up!
Hunter.
It's 2004 and Halo 2 just got multiplayer.
Oh no, fuck.
Wake up!
Oh, I want to go back in the coma. Achievement Hunter was pretty good until the event.
Yeah, up until the point where it was just like, oh, like half of these guys are nonsense. Ah, wow, what?
Ah, nuts.
You get popular enough as a gaming content creator on YouTube, and it's impossible for you not to become a pedophile. It just happens to you. I don't know what's going on.
Rev Mazhem, why did you say you're a gay robot? Anticipated.
I believe that's a reference to a.
I know, but
long
I
bit.
know, but it's a bit, but that anticipates something that we said in the episode we recorded earlier.
We said the phrase "gay robot" in that episode.
Yes.
Maybe a dozen times.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, one of my favorite guys in Rooster Teeth was Ryan, and he definitely DM'd some underage girls.
Just don't do it. Just don't do that shit. How
so
hard is
easy
that?
to not do it.
Every day of my life, I do not DM a 12-year-old.
I barely DM people I want to DM. Why would I, like?
Killed someone and I'm just now blinking. Yeah, he's blinking. Still fine.
Atrocious.
Yeah, and they spent the entire time being like insanely transphobic to their one.
Getting sucked off by a twink. That's what they want these days.
Little did they know that like 70% of their audience were transgender and didn't know it yet because they didn't have access to the book Boys Weekend.
See?
Oh, boysweekend.biz.
Yeah.
Ding ding.
Boysweekend.biz.
The only
Spend
person
dollar,
who escaped
dollar.
Rooster Teeth unharmed is Monty Ohm because he is flawless and a beautiful man, and he's gone far too soon.
Oh, it's a minute of May. More gun stuff, but this one's good. At least I hope it is. It's a Tonkaver. It is going to be good. Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's normal.
The thing is, I don't know if May is trans or not, but spiritually this is trans excellence.
She's
It looks more like a
spiritually
big gun that the Evangelion has.
The size of that
Fucking
He's got to lay
Evangelion.
down, you know?
Yeah, fucking does. One way to take out the goddamn.
They should use this against more things.
Geometric one.
They should use this against. I want to see one of these hit an Asimo. You know? Look at the fucking smile off of the. Yeah,
She has never worked a day in her life.
No,
man. This is the perfect job.
Send one of these downrange into Boston Asimo. I want to see what happens.
Look at that. Look, Bonus says, I need her to shoot me.
Yep,
Fair
yep,
enough.
yep.
Luke says, elephant gun. Send a bunch of these to Philly. No.
There wouldn't be a Philly
To destroy
left.
The trash can bot.
Yeah.
Mm.
There would be no Philadelphia left. It would be like.
Girls rock.
When people talk about arming trans women, I think they mean those guys.
The Tonkaver, yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
Shocking moment. Moment's not.
Minute of May is just is perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
It's perfect
subscribe
for
to
us.
CN Arsenal on Twitter
Yeah.
and YouTube. Just every so often you'll be like, hey, what's up? New Minute of May. It's an anti-Gundam gun.
The UK's.
There has to be a mecha show where it's like World War I, but everyone has mechs, right? It has to exist.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
certainly.
Someone in the
bounty.
chat tell me
I
that the
think
animated
it's
certainly exists.
I think it's the second half of Attack on Titan.
Oh, well.
We're
If you
talking to
count the
some.
Titans as mechs, which they are.
We're talking to some old people.
I want to see like
Yeah.
mech. I don't want to say the word steampunk again, but I did. You see Gundam. Thank you, Vladi99.
You've been led to do with that.
Being lied to?
Yeah, it's not really.
Okay. Well, I famously agree with Devon.
And he had looked in a great
That's right.
big shop window there.
As I've said in the
And
past.
there they had
Say
some
again.
sort of little machine. And some ladies
Thank you.
were working this machine. And he understood they were called typewriters. And he said if I went round there and found out, see what they were doing, because it said in the window.
Okay, all right. I'm not familiar with Iron Harvest, so let me just go ahead.
Oh, I guess it is Iron Harvest, yeah.
Interviewed me and said,
I knew it had to exist.
what did I want to do? And I said, I'd like to come and see.
It's a game.
And if I could learn to do what he was doing.
Fear so. There's bound to be some tabletop shit you
Mecha
can put
RTS
together.
video game in 2020. Beautiful. Okay.
You
Hell
could-
yeah.
there's
I'll put
bound
that
to be some
straight
sort
on
of
my Steam wish.
tabletop thing too.
I know. You'd hate to have to make your own by playing
I
it.
don't like to draw.
Finish that. This drawing sucks.
Oh, drawing does suck. I don't like. I'm not a big machine drawer. I don't like to do that.
Oh, mechs are impossible to draw. That's
They cannot be drawn.
Opening up for women. But in the
anyone
one
who
day,
many
I was
young
like,
can
I'm just gonna
rotate.
draw.
Oh, it's Scythe, of course it is. Thank you, yeah.
was at a girls' school in North.
Because I tried to do a game of Scythe through Tabletop Simulator of all things, and let me tell you, Tabletop Simulator fucking sucks.
Eighth MS Team is good, but it's not World War One.
Concentrating
But it is
on
good.
your work. Because, child, what are we put into this world for?
One day, a couple months ago, I was like, I'm gonna draw Gilbert as the Evangelion fighting the boss as the angel. And I
Fuck
tried to do it.
yeah.
I was like, drawing a mech sucks shit, and I hated it actually.
Yeah, it's really
Like it.
fucking difficult.
It's like I'm really used to drawing humans and human expressions, and that's it.
She
The
immediately
list.
became the headmistress and said to prepare.
It's so funny to be like, oh, this would be a funny bit, and then immediately bat up against like
Too much
how
work.
difficult
Too
to
much
pull off,
work.
and you're
Too
like,
much work, way too much work. Yeah.
Bit
I've learned
abandoned.
how to do many different like video and audio editing things specifically to create shit posts that are funny to me only.
Yeah.
But I will not learn how to draw a mech to do it.
I mean, like I will say for the book, Boys Weekend, I did have to like design and draw a full city, which is a thing I hate to do and don't want to do, and I drew it exactly one time. I was like, well,
And she found lodgings with an
I think there's even a.
myself now.
Isn't there a spread where you have mechs and
Return to the Slade.
I did. Oh, you know what?
Briefly.
I did draw. I ended up drawing a mech.
Mud everywhere.
I can show you that. It's like a fake ad.
Slurring through the
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
I did end up drawing an Evangelion in that. That's right. But it sucks.
I mean, if you're holding it up on
Drawing's
the
But I do
oh shit!
Not
yeah.
yet. Not yet. I'm
The
looking.
great
Don't worry about it.
was to
Alright.
go
Speed 'em.
by the driver where you had a
Got mechs.
lovely view
They're there.
of the
Hello.
street and everything
Yeah.
as you went
It's like
Some
shit
mechs.
though. I hate it.
Yeah.
everybody
Good enough.
Whoop, and it's gone.
enough.
over there.
Good enough for one page of one book.
And like 3 frames of a stream.
Long skirts and had to be held up out of the mud.
Meanwhile, we gotta go back to like old women
Of course,
telling
we
us
spent
about
hours. When
being
I
old.
think of the hours we spent brushing our
Well, I got as I saw it. So if you didn't, that's
They had
got sort of skill
underneath
issue, right?
Yeah.
And you'll see it when you purchase
you purchase
Boys
the book.
Weekend. by going to
Boysweekend.biz.
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 Kilo's feature.
And it was supposed to take up all the mud, but it didn't. We were very awful.
Nicest thing
Mud
anyone can
to
ever
our
say to me is you
knees
look nice.
spattered, and that had to be brushed off, of course.
I love
before we
this-
went
this
out
old lass.
again.
Yeah,
Hours
I would
we
like to
spent
be sort of
there.
this kind of
There
old
was,
person,
of
I think.
course, that was a sort of
This genre of old person.
time
Just sort of like
nowadays is spent gaily in looking at
crumbling ruin, brackets affectionate, brackets impressive.
spent in brushing our
Mhm.
skirts and also in
But thinking about as I
darning our
age,
stockings.
maybe getting into having a
We had
turban.
woolen
Like these kind of
Ooh,
old
I mean, well, I kind of like
I feel like a fentanyl
got ahead of you on
fashion
that one.
turban.
and
Yeah.
You're way ahead of the game. You got
dawn.
yeah,
I-
apparatus that I don't have access to.
And
An apparatus. Yeah, I got a whole I had a whole fucking paradigm, you know.
Well, I mean, I could go. There's two options. I could do fashion turban,
Mhm.
like that fashion show in the middle of the 1939 film The Woman, Or I could do like the Hasidic lady, shave my head, get a wig for all days.
Ooh.
Some of them holding the others
Get tonsured.
and
I've wondered. I've wondered whether a wig
in my memory.
constitutes a job, and I'm not sure. Also, someone else.
Constitutes a head covering for some Jews.
Yeah. I don't know. Also, someone asked what I was drinking, and the answer is a cherry Coke Zero.
Yo.
A thing I really loved about growing up, Reform, Jewish, was the rabbi at my synagogue for when we were in Hebrew school counted wearing a baseball cap as a head covering for the synagogue.
Hell yeah, sick.
I was like, just like wearing my Yankees cap. Nah, in the synagogue, it was great.
That's a
Reform
banger.
Judaism folks, don't we?
It's like, yeah, this someone's got.
Yeah, have you ever thought about playing a running lance?
Big up
I've
to
thought about it.
big up to Rabbi Prosnitz. You're out there watching.
If you had a glass of anything better, brandy or anything like that,
80-year-old rabbi in Connecticut.
But I
Yeah.
do remember that they used to
Yeah.
say that they got quite
He's
a
watching.
good glass of gin.
He's
Or wouldn't he be?
for
Yeah.
sure.
And then, as I said, there was a very great deal
Up,
of
Jim?
poverty. No doubt we did think, oh my God, this is awful. We didn't say so. We never protested.
Wait, so these women became posh by virtue of being old. That's really funny. It's like I was an urchin, you see, an urchin.
Of course, people called
People used to throw pennies at me for fun.
until they were engaged. Of course, there was no
I'd
such
catch them.
thing as
Mm-hmm. How she got that accent.
after saving up some of my 8 shillings.
I'm raising my hand
I
because I'm over
decided to have
70.
a bicycle. And then came the question
That's crazy.
about
Able to have
Yeah,
a good
I look
bicycle.
pretty young.
You look so good for 70.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's estrogen. Thank you.
Ah, sick.
Yeah, it does wonders. It does wonders for you.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty anti-aging. I just didn't realize.
But when our dress came in, we called it rational dress. And there's a photograph I can show you there of myself in the photograph.
Kind of a baddie, to be honest. Kind of, a little bit.
Round,
Yeah,
right down to your knees. And then when you went to go home, you took it off. And you folded it up and put it on the back of the bicycle.
The
and
other
put
side
your
effects
skirts
of
on.
estrogen. Yeah, I became
Because you
hotter.
never do the neighbours to see you in what was called a very,
Wrote
very decent dress.
a book called Boys Weekend.
And I was
Wrote a book
going
called
along
Boys
one
Weekend.
day, and a handsome cab driver looked down and he said, "Don't you want any children?" I was about 18.
Up is.
Put the opening in your mouth.
Remember, I expect I said something cheeky back.
Man, that's
I
fucking.
gotta say, it's really weird because that shit's only playing through like your speaker to us now.
That's weird as hell. I don't know
It
what's.
comes through as if it's like on your mic.
That's
through
double.
the stream. Yeah.
that's
I was
strange.
hearing double.
I mean, it's fine ultimately.
I'll have to
We
look
hear
into
the
this.
thing.
Yeah. One thing that I was struck by this one is imagine getting catcalled and so hard that you remember it fucking 70 years later, like verbatim.
This fucking shithead.
This motherfucker
In the
said to me,
1940s, this bitch said some shit to me.
And the policeman stepped right out of this sideway.
and like she said, I don't know if I said anything back. I would lie. I've had 70
Shut the
years.
fuck up before I come back here and slap your tits.
I'm gonna remind you of that in 70 years. But like I would have 70 years to think of the perfect comeback, and I would say I said that. I would lie.
Mothman? Yes, it
Jerks got
is.
called. They're running out of you.
Police court. And there were, well, 3 or 4
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
sitting on
Is it illegal to deploy those kind of weapons against civilians?
and all sorts of things. And so one old man near the end got up and he put his hand up like and he said, "Were the ladies on horseback?" So the clerk of the court said,
I will say I do remember getting like years later sort of weird things people yell at me on the street, so it does stick with you.
Oh yeah, 100%. I do too. But like 70 years, that's crazy.
7 years. I mean, I will remember for the rest of my life the time I was walking around in beautiful Bethesda, Maryland, by the side of the highway, and I was like pretty dolled up, and some guy drove up in his car. He just kept yelling out the window to me, "Brokeback Mountain."
It's like a weird.
And I was like,
it's like no.
I was like, listen, you're not 1,000% wrong here, but also
It's in the ballpark, you know. It's in the state, at least.
It's more of a handmaiden situation over here, but thanks.
It's sort of like a homophobic version of the County Cullen poem. What I saw in Baltimore.
Guys who do not work out or stay in
Yeah.
shape. Girl wants a boy who can pick them up. My boy's arms.
Oh, the dealers. It's a polemical poem to which the vibe is there's a lot of shit in Baltimore. Don't remember any of it because when I got there, a guy called me the N-word.
Were smaller than mine. One, that would make me feel self-conscious, and two,
Well,
it
always
just would
remember
not be
beautiful
attractive.
Bethesda for these reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Wants a boy who can pick him up. My boy's arms were smaller than mine.
God bless you, Kyriakos Grizzly. I don't know what it is you do except go to the gym, but
This is what he does. He's an influencer.
I think basically all you do is go to the gym. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
it was Ursa's Raw from Dota 2. That's right.
This motherfucker is mining denim. It seems.
Yeah, denim mining. It's so fucking sick.
The way you recognize things.
Yeah. I've thought about this so much.
I grind my own denim. For me in game is just so gauche. I think.
Because like old denim, they don't know how to make it anymore. It's like a lot. It's like Greek fire.
Like I know, like the selvage denim or whatever is a huge deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you just go into like abandoned mines to see if there's some like denim work.
Some
Yeah,
guys
but
are
people have
doing
just like
random
tossed off or some shit. I don't know.
I think about selvage denim a lot. I've been meaning to get a pair of like selvage jeans, but the problem is the shape that I am and size of that shape. I don't know. You gotta like. I'm at this point considering booking when I'm in London a fitting at like a fucking jeansery, like a fucking.
Jean Rosary.
Yeah, Jean Rosary. Yeah, the Jeansery.
Yeah.
Where they and getting them to like measure my atrocious body to be like, oh yeah, that's the shape of jean that will fit you.
You're not gonna get something from a mine. And it's also like men's jeans in the mine, you know.
How many fucking miners have a 46-inch waist?
Sure. I also love the idea that, I love to be the 1850s, and I'm a miner, and the mine is starting to collapse, and the first thing I do is take my pants off before I.
Jeez, this is gonna weigh me down.
Jeans are so the quality's so well, it's so good.
Jeans are so high quality.
I gotta bury these for posterity, you know.
This is good denim, baby. This is before people realize that if you make something that breaks, that you'll have to buy another one. So that you just make like denim and that's it. You buy a pair of denim trousers, you've got your trousers now.
They're gonna have to like add with a Sharpie to the nothing of value is buried here, or denim. Nothing of denim is buried here.
So my GoPro was in this bag that probably maybe fell up the.
I tell you what, you couldn't put that on my gravestone.
Nothing of denim is buried here.
Nothing but denim is buried here, baby. Again, I'm like a Jolo.
Oh, because you died getting the denim surgery where they replace your skin with denim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. It's very expensive because we can only use mined denim. Yeah,
long-term denim storage pilot plant.
Nothing of value is Jerry here.
A
Jaws.
Let me see what the fucking
denim went.
5 pair. 4 pair.
How did you just find 5 pairs of jeans?
There were a lot of cowboy gay orgies.
Brokeback Mountain was happening down there.
Oh no, we were gone.
Chicks.
It suddenly becomes rock hard, producing a quite different sort of ride.
Matt Smebby says we considered ourselves a caked up culture.
So obviously he hasn't scored this one.
Yeah. No, he would have taken that.
But this pair has only got one leg.
So this is the
That guy ripped off his own leg to escape those jeans.
I mean, this guy's
That's right.
complaining that it's only one leg, but what he found is a pair of salvage jorts.
Uh-huh.
All right, so here's all the treasures we found in here.
And a free
all this
bonus
material
leg.
is this high, we excavated all this out of here and put it down there. What we found is there's a lot of burnt material in here, so
A lot of
almost
burnt
like maybe
material
just a
in here.
little dump underground, and they just threw a bunch of stuff
Men
in
that
there.
had died in their
Burned it.
jeans.
Some of it
Yeah.
burnt, some of it didn't. So we got a total of 7 pairs of jeans altogether. This one here has one leg off it, so it's not as good a shape, but
So
again,
were
all
people
from
just
the
dying down there and they left their jeans,
And we'll
or they were
explain all
like
this
they were
when we get
living
it
down there
topside.
and they had pairs of
Instead of having all
clothes
this
with
dust
them?
going everywhere.
You like die and they like take his jeans.
So there's a bunch of nails. These are old square
Torture
nails.
him as well. Fuck it.
Handmade
Take his
back
body.
in 1800s.
Leave
Do
the
two
jeans.
bits at once. You know.
This is a canteen. I don't know what it was, but Gabe said it was
They're
canteen. Makes
dumped
sense.
jeans.
The 2 straps there. To the little canteen. There's lots of sacks.
Where
that we
do
found here.
I buy
I guess you gave
salvaged
sack full of nails, and
denim?
this is newer. So it's kind of funny.
It's a
That's
great
newer nails,
question, and I'm not sure.
Very new, so maybe they
I'm
fell, maybe
size
they fell down from the top when they were doing some work up top. I don't know.
36 waist,
And
I
this is the
think.
coolest artifact we found. The perfect
Erring
shape.
on the side of caution, I think
And there's not very many
36.
people have these.
Let's get those motherfuckers sent to me now.
Yeah, that's a little newer.
And that's a
Yeah,
short
so that's
leg
about it.
because
So
I
we
have
found-
short
We're not
legs.
gonna dig anymore. It's
If anyone wants to send me some salvage denim, I'm
brutal on your lungs.
I said 46 inch waist. That's not the case. 42 inch waist, 46 inch hips. So I got a big fucking ass.
Yo!
And also short leg because I'm small.
Pack
I'm
'em
a
up
small
and we have
lady.
a long way up to climb.
I find
yeah,
it's useful to have very long legs. Very, very long, enormously long legs, personally.
Yeah, I'd be no good at climbing, so. Or, you know what else I wouldn't be
Actually,
good
the
at
long-
because of my short legs.
Climbing.
I wouldn't.
Say for rock climbing. Yeah.
One thing I wouldn't be good at on account of my short legs is writing the book Boys Weekend.
That's right. I did write it with my legs from very far away. Boys Weekend Up is.
Nice try, Anastasia Gal. That is salvage denim, which is a kind of denim. I mean, salvaged denim. Although, thank you for trying. Also, welcome back. Glad to see that the timeout has lapsed now.
You fucking
What have we learned?
jailbird, you know?
I'm just gonna leave these old burnt sacks in this here. Well, maybe some
Yeah, Anastasia Gal being like, I don't know what it's like on the outside anymore.
And, again, we just threw all
Getting
this area.
institutionalized.
We just threw all the
It's all right.
rock, a lot of the rock and stuff up in there. So if possible, there could be some under there yet. I don't know.
It's quite all right. It was just your Dutchness coming to the forefront. If
Really,
anything, it was rude of me to ban you for saying a slur when you're Dutch.
It's really dusty. It's a lot of work to move it. And
That's like
a
insensitive.
couple things we didn't show you. A couple of lizards here.
Oh.
A gecko.
Gecko.
Was the gecko wearing jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wearing tiny jeans.
Imagine if you found a gecko that was wearing very small jeans.
What if one day?
Well, look at this boot. See, look, it's
What if you saw a bug and it was just wearing like tiny jeans?
Yeah.
Like,
What if you
whoa.
were out in the desert and you saw a bearded lizard walking around and it had on a little Leatherman hat?
Yeah. And it had jeans, and they were like, there was a whole cut for the tail and everything.
Yeah, there was a whole cut for a tail, and they were assless.
Assless jeans?
Assless
Yeah, what
jeans
about
for
that?
a little lizard. I just think it would be cool to see that.
I think so.
I just
I
think
think
it
I
would be cool.
Yeah, I think I would appreciate that.
I don't think either of
Hey
you
guys,
agree
we
with
start
me.
off today at
No,
Shrek
no, I agree with
Jack
Mattie.
Got a
disagrees with
drainage
me. I think
issue
you
at
should
this
ban them.
property.
Yeah.
Question: why is this video named with the name of my fucking corporate law professor?
28 millimeters out of
Did
plumb.
you make it?
That's not
Massive
Colin
lumen tolerance.
Firth.
Here we have the self-leveling laser, and here's a level with some packets.
Sorry, and the
Shocking.
plot of
Got some
Rango is
heavy
that someone's in the
damage to
desert
stairs
and
tread.
finds a bearded
Look at
lizard
that.
wearing a Leatherman
And what
hat and
in the
assless
yeehaw is
jeans.
going on under this
Yeah,
cupboard?
Makes
yeah, I
sense.
reckon that's probably the plot of. There's also a rattlesnake in it, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, like I know it's the
We
Ralph
start with the front
Stedman
brickwork.
drawings,
We've got a
and it's
massive belly to the
Mr.
brickwork in this
Jonathan
area.
Depp.
As you can see, the
But-
middle of the level is in the wall.
Um,
To the left of that, we've got exactly the same.
Oh wait, I know what this is. This is like, so these are all like Barrett homes, like new houses for sale, and they're built so shittily. Like,
Yeah. This is new home quality control. I think is the guy. Yeah, it says that. This is a guy on TikTok
Shocking.
who just sort of goes around this place and just. It's like, yeah, all of these are shit. They're bad. Fuck you.
Shocking.
I
Shocking.
just realized that I have to leave because I have movie tickets that I need to redeem
Wow,
at the movie theater.
you gotta go see a
No
movie.
worries.
It feels like.
What are you
Gotta
gonna
go
go
test
see?
the new Brendan Crony.
Ooh.
Hey, tell me how it is when we get back. Very excited to hear about it.
Yeah. All right, well,
Spot on.
have fun.
Thank you, folks, for having me.
Boys Weekend. Boys Weekend.
Boysweekend.biz. Boysweekend.biz.
.com.
That's a different guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to boysweekend.com.
Go there. Well, if you do, be nice. All right.
Go there and go to the forum and be like, why can we buy the book?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I'm gonna at this point check
Don't
back
do
in
that.
on the guest book and see what they've said.
No, because we shouldn't be encouraging them to do anything.
I'm not. I just.
Yeah, goodbye, man.
Bye.
Thank you. What a treat.
On the inside of the property, have a look at some of this patching. It's absolutely shocking.
Shocking. It seems.
Good work, lads. Good work.
No one has done it.
Don't sign the guest book.
No one has signed the guest book. Nice. Well done.
Very proud of you all.
Shocking. So a pair of salvage
I'm gonna
jeans.
give you a free kill that cunt from Abby for that. Kill that cunt.
So a pair of salvage jeans that is vaguely wearable looking will cost you $100,000.
Okay. Bit of a stretch goal.
Subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon.com/killjamesbond. Patreon.
$100,000. I'm not gonna spend it on a pair of jeans. I gotta be honest with you, boys.
Yeah, but imagine if you did though. You'd just be walking around like this is house money, you know? On my legs and ass.
My thighs are so thick that I burn through a pair of jeans so quickly.
You wouldn't be able to
It wouldn't be
burn through a
worthwhile.
pair of mining jeans? Are you insane?
I might.
What are your thighs made of? Fucking adamantium?
Don't underestimate these thighs.
I don't underestimate the jeans. Is my contention, you know?
It's not a good investment. It's not a good investment.
I would rather buy 10 Howl's Moving Castle handbags for that money. Let's see this handbag here.
Alright, yeah, whip this up. To be fair, the handbags do look good. And they also have Howl's earrings as well, which I think bang, but they're simple enough that I think I could buy a better pair off Etsy for less.
That's it? That's what we're doing? With $10,000?
It's a great one.
Yeah, that's it? This is it?
Or what's the rest of the collection like? So, oh, well, forget it, don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that. It's just what,
Sweat.
it's what it is. Boys Weekend, boysweekend.biz. Boys Weekend. Doesn't have legs.
Boys Weekend.
No, the legs are for the jeans.
Mm-hmm.
The jeans have legs. You don't need legs on a handbag, typically. Oh, what are we doing here?
Ah, la ville de Biche. Yeah. So, town of bitch.
I have, yeah.
Has been removed from Facebook, owing to its name being bitch.
I have a little lapel pin from the Gendarmerie de Beach. In fact, it's a nice little beach.
Reproche à une lettre près d'une insulte en anglais. Alors je suis allé piocher dans mon Larousse français-anglais. Je vous ai choisi la traduction la plus soft pour 7h40.
Yeah, you would say, what is salope?
Saloperie ce matin, mais voilà, il y a un mot plus court qui.
Well, they fully just said it too.
Justement à ce mot en anglais, je vous fais pas de dessin. Alors résultat.
Whether they translate it as saloperie
sont passés par là
rather than just salope.
La page, pensant que cette page en fait était une page d'insultes. Alors grâce à la mobilisation du maire, des médias locaux, finalement,
the beach. I think a lot about how Austria has both a fucking and a gaming. also a mountain named the Wank, which has a house at the top of it called the Wank House.
It goes offline for hours. It's unlike anything ever seen. And then just a week later, the entire country of Liberia goes offline for a week. People think this is the work of North.
Skip.
This guy looks like he's got.
He seems. That's right. They don't even let you do it if you're horny. You have to like.
They don't.
You have to settle down first, and like literally, I guess. I love the subtitles. No, I love him. I couldn't live with one, but I love him.
So Becca has just sent me an image of the Futurama episode with the big women.
Ah, Death by Snoo Snoo.
Zap Brannigan.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just this is all of these guys with
Yeah.
a big arrow pointing to Zap Brannigan. Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And what's wrong with that?
What truly?
It's
Truly.
not a crime.
Alice, do you reckon the dog would be less likely to bite you if you lived with her? I'm not. This is gonna.
sorry.
This is
I'm
my
really
cylinder.
sorry.
This is
It's
my cylinder
completely my
moment.
fault.
It's following me to my fucking grave. They're gonna put you in your grave, and it's gonna be like this is a place of denim. They're gonna put me in my grave, which I imagine for some reason will be like 2 graves over in the Podcasters National
It will be,
Memorial
yeah.
Cemetery.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And they'll be like, got
The grave
bitten.
between us is Abby.
Yeah, got bitten by a dog one time. On a hookup.
So, gentlemen,
It's like that wasn't the only thing that happened on that evening, you know? I didn't even leave after that.
we have more than just a few watches. We have 54 watches out of how many?
I really am sorry.
That's all right.
Fully my fault.
It's simply my cross to bear.
And Geoffroy, you've kind of served as a curator and expert for the
the Tomb of the Unknown podcaster.
Exactly. And so what we have here today is a selection of the Oak Collection, which some of you may have heard about. It stands for the One-of-a-Kind Collection.
Listen, you ever think about that meme? There was like a guy walking down a dark street and the text is, "My dick's led me places I wouldn't go with a gun."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember this.
So Patrick, please tell us a little bit about how you got started with watches.
McFeagle, 29 months at Tier 1.
Boarding school, and
God.
It also was not the only thing that bit me. Yes, that's true.
10 years, 11 years. I went 50 times in front of the shop, and one day.
They had a cat as well.
Fuck off.
I don't remember.
It ripped me to fucking shreds.
Oh my god.
And so, how did you go from the little
watch
guards in front of a Tomb of the Unknown podcaster? The guards in front of a Tomb of the Unknown podcast can fucking mow you down if you stand in their way. You have to move.
It's like, but what it is, right? It's a synergy between your shit, my shit, and Abby's shit. So it's like extremely tactical, long nails, and like jorts on the bottom.
That's right. Yeah.
Looks
I'm
good as
think
hell.
These podcasters are known. I got to be honest with you. I think they're named and enumerated.
In that case, it's sort of like a national mausoleum to us, an international mausoleum, perhaps. I think.
Yeah.
We deserve one.
Got myself into.
What have I got myself into? I'm fucking looping myself.
I'm fucking shitty myself. I think by the time we die, Kill James Bond will be the single most important
media property.
Media.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the world, I think.
I would say so.
Such that if we die, we will be celebrated as Goliaths.
I would anticipate dying. Speaking.
And that's the difference between you and me. There's something so fucking funny.
Yeah. So I never really want to get into Sea of Thieves, but I do enjoy this video. I'll just give it to you again, in fact, since I had it on the small screen. Ah.
Holy fucking shit! Go! Connor, get down there! Connor, go! Oh, fucking shit! Holy fuck! Hey guys! Hey, chill! Chill the fuck out! Chill the fuck out!
I love.
It's beautiful.
Proximity voice chat is the single greatest invention for online games of all time.
Yes, yeah.
Just when an enemy is on your when an enemy runs right up to you, if they can hear you shout, that's perfect.
Here at 7-Eleven, we are hashtag makers. We are a team of
Please
people
don't
who are
say
looking to
hashtag.
create new things,
I'm so sorry,
create new
man.
experiences for our consumers.
So visibly, like, sniper
technology
fucking
and those
scope
experiences
pointed
are
at you.
core to the customers of the future and even customers today. We are investing heavily in digital. This is a perfect
I'm
opportunity
also
for anyone
investing
looking
heavily in
to
digital.
redefine
I'm about to buy a
convenience
camera.
or redefine a customer experience or redefine a brand.
I know. I'm about to betray the revolution. The shitty thing about me buying the camera is I bought a suitcase to go to Paris, and either FedEx is lying about delivering it, or someone stole my fucking suitcase. So I'm now launching a campaign for a little thing I like to call police unreform, where we send them back to the 70s, and they're allowed to like violate more human rights, if anything.
We are gonna make the cops worse.
Yes,
we're going to do it.
We're gonna make them worse on purpose, so I can find the guy who took my suitcase, and you know, do him like fucking Seagal out for justice. You know, with the fucking pool ball and the sock.
Products and making a difference. Here, think of a startup.
Yeah.
Think of a team of 30 people.
That's the move, you know.
I came from a financial.
So I'm scared if I buy the camera, they're gonna fucking take my camera, and I'm gonna have to kill them.
Started the word kill.
Yeah. I'm scared if I buy the camera, they're gonna
kill me.
Fuck.
They're gonna fucking kill me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the first grave in the National
do it.
Podcasters Cemetery.
9 million customers a day.
They'll put me in the
Can't die
fucking.
yet. It's too young. It's too early. We haven't got the rights to the podcast cemetery yet.
Just keep me in like a freezer for like 20 years until you like secure our legacy.
And then crack it.
My
Besides a
motto
national
with my
podcast.
teams has been
Just
work
be-
smart, have fun, and make
Okay, I
it.
guess it'd be
And there are
ours.
a
It'd be
lot
the
of companies
TF
out
boys.
there that
It'd
you will
be
find where you'll be able to work
The
hard.
Romaniacs.
a lot of
This is
true
very
crime guys. It'd be the Romaniacs.
Uh-huh.
It'd be 3 drunk women solving crimes or whatever it's called. It would
Mm-hmm.
It's
What
not good.
podcasts are there? Red Scare.
I don't think there are any. No, that's not in this nation.
Well, I mean, kind of depends on how you look at it, really, doesn't it?
Fans of the History Guy, I know that I have this set behind me that's
Me,
all
if I hadn't transitioned,
collected, and no, we don't
frankly,
need to
kind of
very
still,
old crackers. It's all really my stuff.
frankly, kind of still me, even though I did transition.
There, and they see when we move things around on that
Let us
set, and
brace
of all the
Golden
stuff
Go.
that's been
Back to
back there,
Rocco.
one of the things that's raised the
Yeah,
most question among
where
our
he
viewers
belongs.
is this big tin can right here. Now, as far as I know,
Me-
I never really opened
me
it, but
when
as far as I
I'm-
know, this
I
can is
have
full
no
of
strong
Devon's
qualms with
all-purpose
Brace,
survival
but
crackers. And
Liz,
in terms of a
on the other
narrative,
hand.
at least 62
should
crackers
have
per
died in
pound, and at
Rocco.
least
It's true.
419
Now, Liz,
crackers
on the other
in
hand.
this particular can, and the
I
stamp
have
right over
beef
here
with
says that this particular can was made in 1963, which would make it just about a year older than I am.
This guy
Well,
is the
that's not
civil
really
defense
a long
all-purpose
time
survival
for
cracker.
human history. It's a long time if you think about the life of a
Does he have a
and it raises the
Ulysses
question,
S. Grant
would the
as
crackers
president
inside that thing still be
bobblehead?
good to eat, or would they,
Mate, you don't have the facilities for that. You're not Steve. You will die.
food, and that is how long
I don't think you've got the
food
facilities
last?
for that
Because
big
there
one.
are some
You
kinds of
don't.
food that, according to the general idea at least, are supposed to last a very long time. There is, of course, the famous
Ugh.
longevity of fruitcake,
That's good.
made largely from already
Ugh.
preserved ingredients like
Cutting it with a
dried
bayonet's
fruits
cool,
and
though.
nuts. Famously dense, so as to resist bacteria, and then doused with liquor to kill off any bad stuff. There are legends of families mailing the same fruitcake back and forth for generations. According
Ugh.
to a 2018 story on the
I wouldn't
webpage
do that.
Mental
Nah.
Floss, fruitcake
You ever
aficionados
think about perpetual stews though? Like they keep the same broth forever?
Yeah. As that
I was reading about those earlier. They have one in Japan that's been doing the same ramen broth since 1945. Like it's never been off the boil.
with more alcohol to prevent mold from
Yeah.
growing on the surface.
I mean, there's a lot of like
the website The Spruce Eats
phrases
suggests that fruitcake
in
should be aged for around
in
2 to 3
China,
months
I think,
before
that have a
serving,
very
and notes
similar
that some
thing going
fruitcake
on.
fans
Mm.
won't even touch a fruitcake until it's aged at least 3 years.
I remember. I think I believe I even saw this on a thing one time. So I'm going to say it now with more confidence. Now that I'm certain of myself. I think there are some braises that are like that in China. I think it was on Tasteful Origins or something like that. Is the name of the show on Netflix that I watched?
Presumed to be around 105 years old and is described as
That's just different broth now. It's like the time broth. It's like you put this broth in time prison.
expedition in New Zealand, and there does not appear to be a plan for anyone to test the claim that it
If you have some of that broth,
in the article,
the answer is some of it
that there is no doubt
is from the 40s.
Yeah, molecules of it probably have been around. Law of averages, like large numbers, or one of the other laws. I don't know, murder or something.
Thesis, baby.
Means I don't know what that is. Means that you are eating 1945 food.
Just doing a ship of Theseus joke.
Okay.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
No, I was like, what the fuck is a brotho Theseus?
Brotho?
Brotho?
He's one of a... Oh, you guys now have a fucking brotho?
Yeah, no, I don't think a brotho is a place. I think a brotho is an event, like a smoker. I think it's your union designated broth break.
military rations are also designed for long shelf.
Yeah, we should gin that up. I think that'd be more useful than a smoke break these days, because most people just vape now.
I read anecdotes on
It's true.
So we need to get...
You have a
broth breaks.
vapo, you know? It'd be ridiculous.
Oh, you can't have a vapo. That'd be horrific.
Although, if you get a hand job,
brotho?
if you get a hand job during your smoking break and you vape, that's a vapor rub.
Him during the Vietnam War when he retired, and he kept the promise at his retirement ceremony.
If you
would be.
If you
if it's by a lass called Vic as well, that'd be really.
Yeah, Vic's vapor rub.
There you go.
Got there in the end, and it only took me stumbling over it, so I said a Vaco rub.
We don't need to. Don't talk to me until after my brotho.
Me when I get like
Screaming
genital
loud and correct
dysphoria and
buzzer.
like dissociate during the hand job, that's a Vaco rub. I'm just like staring at the ceiling. I'm just like, I'm scaring the shit out of her. She's like, what the fuck did I do?
She's not stopping now. I mean,
No,
it's like,
no.
Gotta see this one through, baby.
It's grim. It's like
Swear to God.
Verdun at the end. You know, it's ooh.
No one comes out of this changed.
Vic's Waco rub. Just various parts of the dick are lit on fire, either by the federal authorities or by cultists.
Hardtack leftover from the 1848 war with Mexico was issued to civil war soldiers, and that hardtack leftover from the Civil War was then issued more than 30 years later to the Spanish-American War.
Yes, that is right, Liz Future on today's schedule. We did call it the Kill James podcast because she was laughing too hard coming off of doing drill instructor.
Yeah, the Kill James podcast is sponsored by Vic's Vaco Rub.
No, stop. I wonder what this guy's talking about.
Vic's Vaco Cube.
But it doesn't seem
No.
Hardtack has killed, however. Nutrient dense, contains no vitamins, ships cruise.
Big sodomy boy says we gotta suck the shit out of this dick in order to save it.
I remember that episode of ER, sure.
Yeah.
Swelling in some parts of the body.
Remember that episode of House?
Going out behind the bottle for a cubo. Yeah, your union mandated vacuum break.
Listen, the union says I've got to go get my cubo, and quite frankly, it takes a little while.
It's
so
a hornier Australia, you know, in this world.
On the USDA webpage before you
Yeah,
use food.
horny or Australia.
It's happened to all of us.
It's like Australia, but the sort of like horny modifier has been activated, you know?
I mean, like a Mandela effect thing. It's like, I thought Australia was hornier for some reason.
Yeah.
I seem to remember Australia was called Horny Australia.
Yeah, they're like, they do the biosecurity thing at the airport. They're like, do you have any grasses on your shoes? You visited farmland in the past 3 months? Would you like a fucking hand job where you disassociate from your fucking gender? And I'm like, no, no, and yes, respectively.
Like, no, and no.
I tell you what, if you fully dissociate during sex, if that's not the goal of the exercise, that's a bad time, you know? Not just for you.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. I don't recommend it. No, I mean, some of the causes of it. No, I don't recommend those either.
I've definitely dissociated during sex before, and I cannot recommend it either. Although mine was because I was under the influence of substances.
I was under the influence of gender.
It's just a substance, really, I think.
Yeah, I would say so.
A hyper object, actually.
Mm.
Good pussy got me forgetting I am.
Oh shit, I'm an actor in this situation and not just a participant. No, I'm a participant, not just a viewer, you know? Fuck. Shit.
Good pussy got me realizing my partner is a full human being with thoughts and feelings.
You hear about that green text where the guy's like, he did ecstasy and realized people are people? Like he developed empathy off of that shit?
Listen, sometimes that's what has to happen.
Yeah, and it was Riley.
It's a shame, but I'm glad he developed it.
Yeah. 4 out of 5 doctors agree Vicks Waco rub will ease a burning sensation throughout your compound.
Very good, very good. Going back to a bit that we've sort of left behind, but very good. Worthwhile contribution to draw us back.
Oh, SSRI withdrawal, you're just along for the ride. You're a passenger in that shit. That's that. You know what? You know what's a weird vibe? You ever like are about to go to sleep, you're like lying down, you're in bed, and you have a moment of realization about your entire life, that it just exists and is happening, and you're like, oh
That's
fuck!
happened to me on weed so many times. I just at this point I don't even.
I just chalk it up to like a sort of human condition, but every like, you know, once in a while, you know, maybe like once a year, something like that, I'll just be in that situation, I'll just be like, oh fuck, I'm remembering where I am for the first time in my entire life. What?
Yeah, it was that fucking meme that's just like just like a series of Wojaks of people starting to cry, and all the text is things like, people can see you, they can see what you look like.
What fuck?
It's like, people do not know what you want, you have to communicate it to them.
No.
It's just like, no, please. If you have that, please God send that to me. See if I can't find it. I think I have it somewhere.
And lingering radiation could be washed off or avoided.
We need food and water to survive.
Just turn on TF livestream to lull yourself to sleep. That's right.
The food itself isn't
Really, in that respect, it's
smart.
Yo, damn, how do I look like this? It's irresponsible of us to talk about things like this or like time prison. We should be sort of like doing a, you know, drive time, nighttime sort of like, you know, relaxing radio show.
Eater magazine described the government rationale for the crackers.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of
I hate it when I remember the universe is infinite. Yeah.
Oh, well, the thing about the universe being infinite, that doesn't bother me too much, because everything that's worth caring about happens on Earth.
But we know
I look up sometimes and I think about that tiny speck shit, and I'm just like, that's fine. It's fine to me.
Yeah, well, not my problem.
It's literally not my problem. What am I going to do about it?
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Oh, I'm on a tiny speck suspended in a sunbeam. I'm going to go to work.
Can we shift in?
I gotta pay my rent.
Of course we can. Of course we can. We are past the hour of 23. What do we feel? What do we feel like? I have once again have no preference. That's all.
You know what? Let's stick around for a bit.
Yeah, let's do that. You can't just end on like, hey, you remember the time when the fucking you were cognizant of yourself?
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Dev, you ever think about the Higgs field collapse? No, of course not. If something, same as like, I think I've talked about this in regards to, shit, what is it, like quasars hitting us with like beams of radiation, that kind of thing.
No, I'm not making you watch fucking. I'm not making you watch this.
Shot to the castle.
I'm not making you watch solo camping in Satan's castle gone horribly wrong.
A guy like me would never watch solo camping at
Because the thing is, like,
that's your first mistake.
I value our friendship enough that I never want us to have an argument, and we haven't yet. So
that's right. Every time I sense a disagreement between us, I just leave.
Yeah.
I come back when the topics change.
Yeah.
Easy. Listening to Yannaga's good for falling asleep. That's right. I definitely have at least one. Oh shit, yeah, we do have the Mattie.
The Mattie screen?
Not present screen.
Yeah, I can turn that off with a mere button.
Yo, is that Mattie
Lubchansky? From...
Not anymore!
I have it saved as Dev React. I really should rename these like React 1, 2, and 3, but
yeah.
They're changing the thing around every time.
What? Like, your capture of me is a small percentage of my webcam.
I don't know why it's like that, and I don't know how to change it.
It's okay. I've adapted to it at this point. Chat can't see this, but there's there's a massive amount of just negative space on this side of me in the webcam.
I don't.
Whatever. Who fucking cares? I've adapted to it. I know where the lines of the webcam thing are now, so yeah.
Everyone remember to get 8 hours of sleep a night, and if you feel sad or lost, do something nice to improve your environment. Yeah. It's good advice, you know.
One time I was on mushrooms.
Skid car racing.
I am ready for skid car racing. I am standing up in my seat. That's how ready I am.
Fuck the goddamn mushroom story. It's the Rockford Speedway, baby.
Here we go. Crank it up.
We got
Finishing my drink.
3 tables. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the cop car. Fuck yes.
Look at this. We got
Great.
all sorts of skid
Great.
cars.
Great stuff.
We've got 3 tables.
1, 2, 3 circular tables.
That's right.
They're going
We've got
so
3
slowly
tables.
too.
1, 2, 3 circular tables.
This is one of the things that I love about Rockford Speedway is that like all of them are like kind of like
low stakes.
Yeah, like all the ideas are funny, but they like the like execution of them, the implementation is so bad that they just end up sort of throwing up their hands and going like. I thought it said B-Day Wifey Beepus for a second. They just end up going.
That's the name of one of the guys doing the racing.
Yeah, Wifey Beepus.
Wifey Beepus. There's nothing wrong with that.
that's most masculine Kentuckian name.
It's a little tough. It's a little tough.
But that's how you get to like we're gonna hit a Weber grill.
Yeah, exactly.
Lube oils.
That's right. Wifey Beepus.
8-day Wifey Beepus.
Here they come now, stampeding down the front stretch.
That's what I call my girlfriend's penis. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the Wifey Beepus.
Prince going for the lead.
Wait, I thought of a way to make this worse. You call it the wife. You call it the wifely Beepus.
Wifely Beepus.
Yeah, the wifely Beepus.
Now, wifely Beepus sounds more like a name, actually.
On a backstretch for the lead.
But that's when you're getting that Society for Creative Anachronism girl dick, you know?
We're down a couple.
She's
We're
you
down
know,
about 3.
you go out to eat the big fucking like leg of pork or whatever.
We got one in the crush cars on the backstretch.
And then she fucks you.
The skidders hitting the wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take 3 showers after this is over.
What?
You too, bud.
Turn 1 like bowling pins.
Wait, what?
I think we got a new lead. No, the leader's on the backstretch.
This guy's so good.
I know, I miss him so much.
Do-si-do.
Didn't have any cop bits on deck for the cop
I
car,
have
huh?
no idea what's going on right now.
No
I think it's
interest in
better
it.
that way.
And getting nothing back from the crowd either, which is
Okay.
great. Like, I guess this is
Getting to
happening.
the end of the skid
I
car
identify
race.
his job and mine quite closely.
Parts and pieces starting to fall off. Look out, Jack.
Yeah, it's quite similar.
Yeah.
I definitely went for a long period where I just didn't look at chat. Like I just had this Discord screen full screen, which is like whatever's happening in there is not my business.
Yeah, not my problem. Gonna have to take 3 circular showers.
That's right. It's like the TF Discord. Whatever goes on in there, it's not really my business.
Do not make me check that.
That's right. One time Phoebe went in to post a link to a 10K episode and privately messaged me afterwards being like, I never want to have to do that again. They were weird. So, just want you to know, but if you responded weirdly to Phoebe that one time, you were noticed and disliked.
Only a couple laps left in the skid car race. We got him in the wall.
It happens to the best of us.
Close to
There it is, white
investigating,
flag,
but I
one
stay
to go
silly.
for the green car.
We
The
referred
Green
to it
Hornet.
afterwards as having to
One
put on the
lap away.
galoshes to like sort of trek into
Oh,
the
he got some
into the
trouble
slop.
right in front of him now. Right off
Be like,
the
all right,
wall. Mwah.
what's going on in here?
The thing about Phoebe, right, is that Phoebe provokes reactions like, this is why Phoebe is great, and she says it like it is. But if you said the phrase, this is why Phoebe is great, she says it like it is, to Phoebe, she would go, ugh.
The thing about Phoebe that I adore, especially at like editing 10,000 posts, is so often she has an immediate initial visceral response to something, and I've never seen it be wrong.
Yeah, it's usually, ugh.
Like, she can explain in such detail why she doesn't like something after having heard of it for like 2 seconds. It's so impressive.
Sometimes
In the most
before
recent
hearing of
free
it.
episode of 10K, the one with James Vincent about AI, where he sort of floats the concept that maybe the proliferation of AI would lead to like a golden age where people actively seek out human writing instead. And she deconstructs it so point by point and thoroughly that I almost felt bad editing it. Just how hard that point got rebutted. And I was like, okay, oh Jesus.
It's like the worst thing that has happened
So
on a
good.
podcast since Riley got his feelings hurt by Evgeny Morozov.
That is the funniest thing
off the track.
of all time.
No, I do not think so, because that would be stupid.
Kids and their toys.
I don't think about this.
No,
Actually.
this doesn't bother me.
The police taking some liberties.
The police take.
You can say that again, brother.
Yeah, that's right. Rockford Speedway said
Well, there are
ACAB.
a few parts and pieces down.
Beautiful.
Oh, Evgeny Morozov. Poor bastard.
Evgeny. Brother.
Do you text back?
Oh.
For fuck's sake.
Hmm.
Large chips.
Chicken Big Mac, please meal.
Large fucking chips. You piece of shit. Oh, no.
This is the correct attitude to all technology.
That's a large chips, you piece of shit.
Have you noticed, by the way, that he sounds exactly like the actor who plays Israel Hands in Our Flag Means Death? Let me go back a bit.
I don't know, I haven't seen it.
Large fucking chips.
Yeah, angrier version of Izzy Hands.
You piece of shit. Oh, no, that's a bit far now.
So I was in Bristol on New Year's Eve, and I nipped into the Weatherspoons.
Excuse me. Can I get some assistance there, please?
Oh God. I went into the Weatherspoons, and there was a guy in there who was just like dressed pretty normal. Like he. Okay, hang on. Let me set the scene. 'Cause I'm trying to find something.
We're getting into a situation here. Oh, I don't want large chips, man.
I can't find the video first.
Okay, well, you let me know when.
Yeah.
She's on one end.
Lordship.
No, screaming all over the place like a kid.
Lordship.
Get out.
Look at this lordship.
What about it?
Well, where's the lordship? You show me.
Why not get saved at the
Where's
till?
this woman? Where's the lordship? You're saying you get saved at the till?
No, you're going to scream all over the place. Why not come and ask someone? Can you help me, please?
That is very noble.
Okay, I've got the video. So I went into the Wetherspoons. I wasn't drinking anything. I was doing some street photography because there's a large city by English standards, and there was a guy in the Spoons who was wearing like a sailor outfit. My man looked like he'd just come off the sea. He was wearing this big yellow like coat. Just this old ass man who was just furiously sipping on his alcohol, surrounded by like all of these like revelers, these people wearing like barely anything. And I came back to the Spoons a couple of hours later at like 2 a.m. to use the toilet because it was the last one that you could possibly get into without having to pay someone on the door. And in the toilets, I know that it was him because I heard someone yelling in the toilets and then just like waited far enough away to see who the next person to come in that direction was, and it was this fucking man. And he was it's not picking up. Okay, so what he was essentially yelling, "I am the power," over and over again.
Strong
I
middle.
am power. I am the power. Not you, Boris Johnson.
Nice.
And then he started going off on a sort of like an Epstein rant sort of thing, where he was just like yelling
sound
about how they fuck kids. The entire time, like I can't stress it, but the statement he was making above all else was just, "I am the power," on his own in a Wetherspoons toilet at 2 a.m.
Sounds like he was the power.
And I was there like, shit, I think this guy might be the power.
Yeah, he has a little like intro screen where it freezes on his face and it comes up with the title, "The Power." You know,
I was like, fuck. I'll send you the video so that you get a chance.
Sounds like it was.
Chat can't.
The chat can't. Why can the chat not? Why not can the chat?
Because the video is front-facing camera of me recording myself.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Surreptitiously, like, get the audio of him.
We might get the audio
anyway,
off of
we'll move on.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Just keep it.
Yeah. Well, this guy wants his fucking chips, is what he wants. I just want to date a girl named The Power. Ah, fucking loops. I swear to fucking God. I mean, possibly I need to close one of like 16 now that I think of it.
Devon, you met the player character. You're right.
Yeah.
Occasionally you just run into the fucking player character and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's that guy again.
I've been an NPC this entire time. You know what? Actually, I don't mind. I know that I'm an NPC.
This dude's about to kill the Prime Minister of Japan.
He's late.
They have You could kill so many Prime Ministers of Japan at once with this.
With the shoe stock?
Say your prayers, Weezer.
That's such a fucking bum. I cannot believe the shock is a shoe. That's so funny.
Yeah. With a small game load? Alice, Alice is a German job simulator NPC. Dev, you are a Yakuza NPC.
We want to win.
Well, I mean, I used to be a teacher, and now I'm essentially just like a radio DJ, so I know I'm not the player character.
Yeah, you like play some like sort of fitting music, or I guess fitting videos that the player character reacts to.
You find little... I guess I'm a collectible at best, you know? You'd find episodes of KJV in the world on like tapes or something.
I think we can boost ourselves from NPCs. I think we're sort of like party characters. We're companions. You can do our loyalty quests.
Oh yeah.
I believe that about us. Now, this rules.
Yeah, you meet me offhandedly in like the course of your mission, and I'm just like pursuing a different lead that happens to make us temporarily allied briefly, and then I just stick around afterwards.
Shamani says someone is going to find my skeleton in a world-building position. Now, I know what you mean, but it's very funny to think of a world-building position as like a defined position. It's like, yeah, I only have sex in a world-building position. Which is, I guess, like, next to some graffiti?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, really badly, like...
Next to an audio log. What kind of side missions do you guys give? I'm 100% the dipshit who has scattered a bunch of collectibles over the area, and I'm like...
Oh, I was gonna say that about me, shit.
I need like 100 pages of my fucking bullshit almanac or whatever.
You like...
I lost my patch collection.
Someone picks up one patch and they immediately get a call from you that's just like, hey, it looks like you found a patch.
I'm like the Fallout New Vegas character who, once you have a Sunset Sarsaparilla Star bottle cap, appears behind you and starts sprinting towards you full speed.
Despite its carbon-free credentials, nuclear power has an unhappy reputation. And while public support for it may have increased...
Hey, it looks like you found a bottle cap.
Abby,
there are more of those out there.
Yeah.
You can bring them to me if you want.
Abby has escort missions and she walks slower than your walking speed.
No, we're not talking about fusion as
oh yeah, definitely. You can only do like a sprint and a sort of gentle run, and I walk exactly between those two paces.
In some cases,
a new hand touches the beacon.
These new designs will be cheaper, safer, quicker, and easier to build than their predecessors, meaning they can be deployed anywhere, from large cities to remote locations. And even though there's been some
vocal fry there, that's what Guga has. Guga has vocal fry. I didn't know that was what that was until just now it occurred to me, but it is.
Side guys, what will be the strategy as Peter Dempsey in the red and white car will watch. Here comes Chavez on the outside.
You should have had the Rockford Speedway guy for this. You know? And like, IndyCar is so funny to me because it's like, what if Formula One but American? And it turns out that you need the perverse European vibes of Formula One for open wheel racing, because otherwise you just get strange. You get weird with it. Can you complete Fallout New Vegas while still being chased by that guy? I don't know, but now I gotta see if someone has. Okay, that was pretty cool.
There's a tweet I'm trying to find, but I can't find it. Oh well. Moving back along.
Hate to not be able to find a tweet.
Hate to be gently reaching for a reference that would be really funny to make and just like can't get the operative words.
Oh well, what can you do?
Oh well. Nothing.
Nothing. Just simply exist.
It's a tough world to live in, but you gotta do it.
Only once though.
That's what you think.
No.
Oh, you think you're escaping the cycle of Samsara on one go around? Yeah, if you finish my loyalty quest, I start wearing the Devon jacket.
Yeah, I'm not sure what my loyalty outfit would be. You know, I'm not even sure my Mattie made a reference to my normal outfit earlier, and I'm like, huh? What do I have one? I don't think I think I'm kind of a clothes horse. What? Yeah, I start wearing a gas mask. That's right. I put the MSA Millennium on if you complete my loyalty quest.
Yeah, there's DLC content where you can get a new outfit for me, but it's just that guy wearing just the gas mask and no shirt, like doing this at the front of.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah.
If you finish Alice's loyalty quest, she just goes home. I would just do that anyway. I would be terrible to have in the party because I just go home, you know?
I think Dev would be a really hard boss that becomes a moderately useful but not nearly as powerful companion. Fuck. Yeah, 100%. Like, you'd really struggle to beat me, and then I'd join you, and obviously would be massively nerfed from my power.
You gain access to the Practica and Rakata store.
Damn, this shit look like Speed Racer.
Fuck. I hate Speed Racer.
There's not enough colors. It doesn't look anything like Speed Racer.
It's
I hate to say it. I'm Speed Racer pilled, as is Abby.
I swear to God, if I watch this and I get Speed Racer pilled, also I thought he was jerking
Maddie
that dude
well,
off in
come
there.
on.
I thought he was jerking.
You have...
I thought he was jerking his shit in there.
Stop. They replaced my tires. The guy jacks me off
really quickly. It makes the like electric wrench noise.
That's Vic.
Yeah. It also didn't help that the guy was positioned it so that Slick locks. He was on it, and he went. Just so it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up? What are we doing?
Do what now?
In the thousands of seconds as well. As this crowd, guys, you know, in our booth, very rarely can you hear the crowd inside the booth when you're wearing the headsets and you're hearing.
Yeah, they're jerking that guy off in there too.
Exploded with that move,
and people didn't get to hear that at home, but this place.
The guy's wearing a shirt that says "Cripe."
If you're gonna win the Freedom 100, that's the
Cripe.
He's surprised.
Just not that surprised. Just one cripe.
Not multiple cripes.
You limit yourself very strongly.
This is his race of his career right here. Unbelievable. He's Mr. Hard Luck. He's never had the brakes. He's never had the consistency of cars. You know, Belardi Autosport.
He's Mr. Hard Luck.
They've really put him in the car. They believed in him, and they put him out here, and they've kept him in it. Unbelievable job by him.
Here's the finish in slow-mo, guys. Look at this.
I mean, it was cool. I will give them that this was cool. Does some shit like this happen in Speed Racer?
I mean, that's
Oh.
literally by the nose. That's unbelievable. The amount, the nose, the width of the nose.
Mr. Hard Luck.
I think it's good, actually.
For one of my favorite draw tweets, for the last time, they call me Mr. Shut the Fuck Up because I tell you to shut the fuck up, not because I should shut the fuck up.
Really good.
The thing about swimming, right, and any kind of waterborne events at the Olympics is it's too much of them. They do too much in the water, you know?
They do too much. Yeah, why are you swimming like that?
What?
Swim normal.
Mm-hmm. Why are you just wearing little helmets to swim in the water, you know? They should make them do a land polo.
I think this sport's gay.
Yeah, bit fruity.
Derogatory.
Bit fruity. Watch the biathlon instead. Watch a woman who can kill you.
Yeah, that's gay because it's bi.
Yeah.
No, don't trust the liberals. They will betray you.
Speak on it, Lennon.
Spitting.
Scottish Lennon. Don't trust the
explored each other's
liberals.
bodies. Of course they have.
Who, Lenin and Nadezhda, I assume. That's a great fucking.
Water polo.
That's a great shot. If we just crop the title out of it.
Yeah, it is.
They did it. He's the guy. He's the state microbe. He's also the Great Khan. If you're unfamiliar with J.V. Pritzker.
Yeah. Oh, the Pritzker Khanate. Yeah, that's the primary enemy of the Devon Khanate.
Mhm.
Discussed this.
Making Penicillium rubens the official state microbe.
Moldy cantaloupe from Peoria.
Moldy from a Peoria farmer's market holding the key to mass produce penicillin in World War II. State Senator Dave
Big sign as you drive into Peoria that's like home of the moldy cantaloupe.
They should.
Yeah. Big giant, world's largest moldy cantaloupe.
Yeah.
I think.
State macro.
Yo, hello.
Oh, a starling. I love these things.
Aw.
Here's a station.
They got a starling into hyperpop, which is impressive.
Alexa, stop. This is such a talented bird.
This should be the state macro.
What's the deal with those birds? They love to imitate, and unfortunately, we as a species produce a great deal of noises that it's funny for a bird to say.
Yeah, birds love that shit.
Yeah.
They love hanging around weird monkeys and being like, hey, they make noises.
God, we watched a fucking show on Netflix that's just about like various tropical bird mating rituals, basically. Which, first of all, hell yeah, absolute fucking content as far as I can tell. But there was this one fucking bird there that built this massive ass tower, and it did like a bunch of imitation, and one of the things it imitated was just like human voices heard from far off.
Oh,
and it
that's
sounded
so cool.
so perfect, and I was like, oh. Don't like that. Hate that. I've not been watching Love Island, motherfucker. different birds, different tropical birds. Anyway, this bangs.
Yeah. They call him Herc and he can't be played. I'll be controversial. I think this is better than the Glasgow Diamonds song. I think it should bring this back.
Yeah, this fucks.
Also, the Space Marine colors they had. Insanely tight pants. He doesn't want dick running over him. What was unclear about that?
With shades on, I can catch a BB in the dark. That's fucking hard as hell, dude. That's such a good fucking brag. Shit.
Yeah.
Might be about to ram it.
Might have to start supporting the Los Angeles. Oh, fuck!
Yeah, definitely gonna be. I think I'm gonna be supporting the Los Angeles Rams.
I mean, go Birds, obviously, but like... Also gonna have to betray my other policy, which is to generally only support NFL teams that have birds in them. So, you know, obviously Eagles, Ravens, Cardinals, Falcons. I want to say...
I don't know any
I want to say that's all of them. Seahawks! Thank you, yeah. I missed the Seahawks last time I did this joke too. I said Cardinals. Rams are like birds.
Sounds like a kind of bird.
Does this apply to baseball? No, the only baseball team I support is the Philadelphia Phillies.
cover the corner. Interceptions my game. Score more than anybody else on the D, because I move like a cat, as you will see. The guys call me Dick instead of Dickerson.
Top Gun Dickerson.
They say I'm as smooth as a runner can be. Even sweetness and the others are talking about me. I like to dance and have a lot of fun when it comes to ladies. One rainy one, but enough about me. If you ram it just right, you can ram it all night.
I'm sorry, the Spangs.
Yeah. And
Joe
the SoftBank
Schmo,
Fukuoka
Tier 1
Hawks.
for 14 months. That's right.
How about Blazeball? Go Spies.
One of the more annoying people I know loves Blazeball, so that's
true of, like,
something that I'll never look at.
Everyone who likes Blazeball is like, oh, the most annoying person I know is heavily into Blazeball. And for someone, I am that person.
Yeah, I was talking about you.
Yeah. I keep saying horrifying things like claws up for trans rights.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got into the Spies specifically because they don't say things like that. They don't say much of anything other than, you know, can neither confirm nor deny. The way Philly fans celebrate is how a real city celebrates. What the fuck is Dallas gonna do if they win a Super Bowl? Drive on I-20 and honk? Yeah, I mean, it's true. This is flatly true. Speak on it. Oh no.
I know what this isn't. Oh, moles are such fucked up little guys.
They're freaks. He hates it too. Like, this is insane to him. I sometimes forget that moles exist because, like, they're such a Pokemon type of animal. Like, oh, it's the special underground one. That dude has a 9-minute video of a mole colonoscopy, by the way, if you want to see what his vibe is.
Cool. No. I probably won't.
I don't...
Yeah, moles are such a weird little guy. If you ever look up a mole skeleton, the way that their forearms work are horrendous because obviously they'd be digging, so they want to have their arms back and round so that they can do this motion all the time.
Yeah,
and the way that they've evolved for their elbows to not be stuck out the whole way is very upsetting.
Wait, the noise that sheep just fucking made.
Yeah, hang on.
That's an adult man. That is an adult man.
See, no, that's the thing. Occasionally, a sheep will just make a noise like that, and you go, like, buddy, are you a sheep? Are you a guy in there? And you're like, you're like, oh.
That's when they remember their past lives as humans.
Sometimes, and you're like, okay. You're just pussies about animals.
Yeah.
No.
No, I am.
think it's cool.
I am.
They're just fucked up. It's okay to be cool.
Tilbake I Oslo kan både musikere og sau konstatere at salget
This is so a band kidnapped this sheep.
denne nedgangen I stor grad skyldes ulovlig nedlasting, og at musikerne dermed taper store penger. På samme måte som
And they just have a sheep now.
taper penger hvis noen skulle stjele sauen hans.
Really, not that don't Google mole skeleton and then the what face emote is such 2016 Twitch chat. Really took me back to fucking Admiral Bulldog stream or some shit like that.
Kidnapped, that's the bassist.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, play the bass and occasionally go, same as any other metal bassist.
Yeah.
That's just a dude saying bah. They have dubbed this fucking sheep. That's not the noise the sheep makes.
It's cool to do.
Let's be real. you're putting someone out of the place where they're living.
Let's be real, you're putting someone out of the place where they're living.
Move out. Our trade shows represent the largest gathering of apartment owners in the whole state of California. We have conferences and cruises.
Kill.
Management while
Landlord con.
Situations, who we are, who they are. We are the landlords. That means we're the lords of the land, okay? We want to treat ourselves like that.
They didn't pay their rent, they gotta go.
You ain't renting my unit. Some discrimination is good. We want to discriminate. Family members evicting each other, parents evicting children, children evicting parents. Did you know in the state of California that you can discriminate on the basis of color? The color is green for economic reasons. If the man has ever been the subject of an eviction case, don't rent to him. Treat him as if he has the black plague. Even if the tenant says, hey, the landlord was crazy, I paid the rent, I won the case was this, I don't care. If any landlord in the world says this guy's no good, it's good enough for me.
We can get free rents. We can rob that landlord, live off you free for 5 or 6 months.
Can't I call the police to help me out with this situation? And yeah, you can. Definitely call the police. That's what they're there for. I recommend calling the police. Police sometimes make good witnesses. Call the police back, ask to speak to the watch commander, tell them you're a property owner, that you pay your taxes, and that you want them to come out to the property.
Don't discriminate on the basis of handicap status. It's against the law, and you're not going to come out looking very well in the media. Sitting in the first row, I have one of the tenants who we've actually evicted. His name is Bob. We actually broke his leg, too. It's a special service for our tenants. If you really don't like them, sorry, Bob, but he was a good sport. He came today. Never rent to an attorney. They're always quoting you the law. They're always sending you letters. Who needs this, right? We don't want that. Don't rent to attorneys. Of the 60,000 evictions that I have done, I've evicted the same guy 6 times. 6 times. A client came up and said that he wanted to evict him. I got actually kind of excited because I knew I had just finished one case and I was going to start a new case.
Gentlemen, I know you're all attorneys, telling us how to evict, how to live, how to do everything. We have brains in our head.
We're a system of justice, and we have to go by what the laws say, and I think we have the best system there is.
The speaker here was just obviously very angry. I'm a landlord. I was a landlord before I became an attorney, and when I retire, I'll also be a landlord. This is my industry, and I protect my industry.
We don't have a brain in our goddamn head.
This is my brochure here, $25 certificate off the price of an eviction.
I think it just reflects our society. Can everybody hear me out there?
You know, it's...
We gotta start killing. Gentlemen, what are we doing here?
What are we doing? Jerking each other off?
What are we sitting around here? Join a renters union right fucking now. If you're renting, go and join a fucking renters union.
Get a tank gewehr.
You are renting.
But get a tank gewehr.
You can, with your renters union, get together, buy a tank gewehr. They're pretty cheap.
What are you going to do with it? I can't say.
You can do whatever you want with that tank gewehr.
What can't you do with a tank gewehr?
It'd be easier to think of things that you could do with that tank gewehr. Even if you aren't renting, join a renters union. Fuck it.
I'll tell you something you can do with a tank gewehr.
Find out if there's an Acorn branch in the city that you live in, and immediately join it.
You can destroy a First World War tank, should you need to. In self-defense.
Right. So if that landlord's coming at you with a First World War tank,
and they say, I'm gonna like illegally kill you, and you're like in fear for your life.
If at any point, yeah, it's like the South Park cops who just shout, they're coming right at me in order to get away from doing anything.
If you are in fear for your life against your own landlords, and you have a tank gewehr, you know, you got rights that you can exercise in that situation.
Oh my god, do you know what I've just remembered?
What?
So, there was a couple of months ago in Cardiff, there was a sort of a landlord's fair like that, right? It was like a big landlord convention. Becca went there in disguise as under a nom de landlord, which I thought was insanely sick. And she was messaging me about it, and there was this one guy there who was going like, listen, kick your tenants out, buy some server racks, and start mining crypto. And I wonder what he's up to now.
Mining crypto still.
He's definitely still mining crypto, but that shit has crashed so bad.
I think about the 4chan post fairly often, which is a bathtub full to the brim with 2 huge carp in it, And the text is just, the landlord fears the entrepreneurial carp farmer.
It's also the one of the swimming pool in the basement where they're just like, all right, listen, motherfuckers. The next time you want to make some real money, come talk to me about shrimp farming. That one is so fun. You farm
fuck
shrimp.
yeah, buddy.
Fresh seafood is like made out of gold. You live in a fucking landlocked state. Fresh seafood, they'll kill for that shit.
Yeah. Dudes rock.
Get a tank. I don't know if this actually works. Bought all my shit off a Chinese guy with Bitcoin. Easy. It's so fucking.
A lot of landlords where I am have secret Facebook groups. Highly recommend getting in there.
The Facebook groups, fuck, Becca's in one of those as well, and occasionally the dispatches I get from the landlord Facebook group
Dark fucking
really
thoughts.
fucked.
This was also the perfect time, or the worst time, to remind me of Dead Man's Shoes, because again, you're there, mates. Ooh. Landlords. I'm in a hidden turf Facebook group. It's horrible for everyone. Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds fucking terrible, in my opinion. I wouldn't like to be in that. I'd like to be in a nice group that was, supportive. Which is, in my case, it's called Vic's Waco Rub now, I think, because we just updated the thing.
Okay, we have another street flood up here. On a day like this, floods are going to happen. You really can't prevent them.
You can't prevent them.
I could.
Yeah, but you chose not to.
So heavy, it's dragging dirt and leaves
Yeah,
out of people's
and I wouldn't put that
yards.
fucking tortoise over either.
Just testing whether I'm a replicant or a lesbian.
And the answer is both.
Lesbian replicant. Many such cases.
Now with my feet. Oh, I see it. There's a whirlpool right here. That is just awesome.
My man's doing drain science.
Now let me try to get this going. You know it's all jammed up down there.
It's all jammed up down there. Is he gonna try and unclog this drain by his lonesome?
And there we go. The whole street's gonna drain.
Remember a story last year where a Halloween mask-wearing landlord... Actually, they missed out the word land, so it's a Halloween mask-wearing lord... was...
Oh, not a bloody lord.
Was killed with a sword when breaking into the tenant's apartment, presumably to exercise the right of prima nocta.
Oh, I fucking hate it when my landlord tries to exercise the right of prima nocta.
That's why you gotta join a renters union, They can't pull that shit.
If I was a member of ACOR, they would have stopped my landlord from fucking my wife. But sadly... Sadly, I thought, oh, I don't need to join a renters union.
I've thought that before, too.
And yet you rent.
And yet I do. I do. Man,
you rent and you have a bad time.
Yeah, you know what would have been helpful when my landlord was refusing to replace my boiler would be a renters union. That would have been good.
That's right. If you've ever, even if you don't actually need any help, it can be so helpful to hang out with a bunch of people who all
are pissed off at the right people.
That landlords are horrific bastards. Just other people who are having an equally bad time as you can be just so healing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just wait until this drains.
Prima Nocta? I hardly knew her. Very good, Gravitas.
Vic's Prima Nocta rub.
Oh, we should probably stop soon. The poor thing's just kicking out now.
Yeah, I'm just saying things now.
Just saying shit.
I'm just saying things.
Back out.
It's just, yeah. I'm just putting words together from like things I've heard. He's not gonna leave.
Of course, in Australia they call it Primo Nocto.
Primo Nocto.
Oh,
rack off me fucking wife.
Oh, for God's sake, the bloody liege lords come over to exercise his right of Primo Nocto.
putting your wife in the vacuum.
It's a good place to store wives.
Yeah, stackable, you know?
Yeah, stackable, yeah. Exactly.
God,
I got a whole rack of wives out there. They're just vaxxed.
I would hate to be. Yeah, fuck. I would hate to be like in a stacked vacuum cube apart from anything else. Like that feels like that's considerable insult to injury.
I really have not heard or seen any thunder or lightning. I haven't seen any lightning today. Just a lot of thunder.
It's nice. It's an interesting vibe. I'm not sure how I would characterize it. Crusading lord returning to find his wife has been dutifully doing prima nocta in his stead. Now that's a fucking prompt for some fucking pornography if anyone wants to write that.
That's right.
A new James Bond movie where he gets vacuumed. Uh-huh.
Yep. They're doing that with Aaron Taylor Johnson as well, that's crazy.
It's fucked up that they put him in the vacuum.
That wasn't even in the movie, it was just part of the audition.
Yeah. Also, a guy whose name sounds like they, like, force-masked Anya Taylor-Joy.
But...
It's like, that's, you know, if they change your gender, they, like, change your name around a bit based on vibes.
That's right.
This is a fucking metal drain unclogging. It's like, it's unclogging a bit.
I feel like that's not the sound of the drain unclogging.
But get in there now, and that's why it just started speeding up. It's like halfway down the curb now.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of swings and roundabouts, right? Because like for instance, Berlin, right? My friends in Berlin have incredible amounts of like protection against getting evicted. The landlord has to fucking pay all their bills, suck them off, things of this nature. But because of that, it's impossible to get an apartment.
They have to do reverse prima nocta as well.
Yeah.
They have to fuck the landlord's wife on the they want it for tenancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would be very difficult to get an apartment. They would vet you very heavily if they have to be like your fucking mate D the entire time.
Yeah. Because I mean, obviously, first of all, they gotta want you to fuck their wives.
Yeah, they're gonna need to find someone who you need to be quite strapping, I'll say.
Alice, it is also impossible to get an apartment in London. Yes, I know that. I just mean more so.
You can now see the center.
I'm trying to get an apartment in Cardiff right now, and it's so funny how the fucking like agency have just gone to sleep. I think like we sent in the fucking email about the listing. We got a viewing within like 2 days. We paid the deposit immediately thereafter, and then after that, it seems like they just went like.
Time to
put
sleep.
on like a big cap with the long thing, held the candle and on fucking plate, and I just we're just like, boys, let's get that rental going. I've got a big wad of money and I would love to give it to you. And they're like, I think I'll reply to this email tomorrow. And it's like 10 a.m. and you're like, please, I want to live.
Got a little bit of sludge.
Friend of mine
is a nice town.
Friend of mine just swung an apartment in Edinburgh against all the odds. So a W in chat for her place.
What you're seeing now is just sticks, little sticks.
But let me tell you, just the difference between Edinburgh and Glasgow rents. It's a sharp intake of breath.
The pipe in the ground is a 24-inch.
Glasgow is like remarkably cheap for like something that actually resembles a city. And I don't know how long it's going to stay like that, but for now, now I'm making hay while the sun shines, trying to get something like a deposit, and just, you know, betraying the revolution, you know? Of course, I'd probably betray the revolution a lot faster if I... No. Catch Alice moving to Aberdeen. Yeah, I wanna hang out with a bunch of like oil rig guys.
That's like 10 minutes away. That always.
Glasgow's free suitcases. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Because this is just about over.
The police should be allowed to do things I can't even say on stream in order to find my suitcase.
It doesn't always rain this heavy. Like when I was checking the weather radar, the entire map was
just
red.
say it didn't arrive. Like just.
I have done. I called them and was like, yeah, no, this my shit not here. And they're like, well, we'll look into this. We'll give you a call in a couple of days. But in the meantime, guess who?
In those couple of days, you do have to go.
What am I supposed to carry my like stuff around in? My hands?
Yeah, it would be insane. Don't take a shortcut through the woods, sir.
Just a bunch of like Tesco bag for lives? Bags for life? Bags for lives? How do you fucking pluralize that?
Bags for life, I think. It's an attorney's general. When in doubt, only pluralize the first out of 2 words, because it's funny.
Yeah, bag for lives was my first instinct, and I can't express how wrong that was. Like, extremely loud, incorrect person, just like...
Fuck. Only a foot deep or so. But when it gets
we need to get the sound of
it can get up to like 5 feet. This trail
John Clane
now is really
doing
I have that.
The Die Hard
I have it.
extremely incorrect buzzer noise.
Fuck. Let me scroll here. Die Hard. Die Hard. Die Hard. God. What was the fucking name of... No, it was under hard rather than die, because of course it was, because we didn't die another day.
Yeah, there was a lot of dies.
Yeah.
You know, when you're a rookie, they can teach you everything about being a cop.
There we go. When you're a rookie, they can teach you everything about being a cop, except...
Well, I'm gonna shut my camera off. Because I have like a 10-minute walk ahead of me. Notice the thunder's getting quiet now because I came out when the storm was just about over.
Observe, Mr. Bund. The instruments of Armageddon.
Okay, this river is on the rise. It's gonna be at flood stage pretty soon. But now, it's only up to my knees or so.
Edit this into the Breaking Bad sounds at it. Larrikin's got a job. Congratulations, Larrikins. We're just racking up W's today, aren't we?
Larrikins. That's so fucking cool.
It's like 95 degrees.
What's your job? Aren't you nuclear in some manner? Was that something that was you?
How do you feel about denim?
Can I have 25,000?
Yeah. I'm asking this also. Also, I did the exact same thing as Mamazed there, where I said I'm asking that also. Mamazed.
Loser.
Mamazed.
Observe, Mr. Bund.
Wait, fuck, wrong one.
The instruments of Armageddon.
Will require 5 correct answers. Should you wish to piss? Should you wish to piss?
Let's go again.
5 correct answers. Should you wish to piss? Should you wish to piss?
Should you wish to piss?
If you do, we can take you out of there just a
Should you wish to piss? You must answer these 5 questions correctly. Question 1.
What's up, buddy? How you doing today? How you doing today? I don't know. Is it
nice apartment.
Nice apartment. Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. You know what day it is?
Man, we had a balcony when I moved to Glasgow before I got priced out, and it's nice. It was nice. Only downside was, to give you an idea of what I was priced out of, it was a balcony directly over a fish restaurant, but, you know. So, going out there, you know, the smell was alternately good and bad, but,
Take your time, take your time. Take your time. Take your time, buddy.
extremely loud eating noises.
Yeah.
That Doritos?
Hungry?
Yeah, he's eating the
Give my
Doritos.
boy some oily fish.
How's your day out there? A little cloudy today, wasn't it?
Don't have some
You find when
Doritos.
your other friends are looking up in the sky, they're like, "Oh."
A hot
you got a burger
Cheeto
or
would
cloud.
kill a
'Cause they couldn't
seagull.
tell from your belly.
No, it
From
wouldn't.
your belly.
That would.
None of them were?
They wouldn't. They don't taste spice.
Because of the corn or something. Because of the rice.
What?
No. It wouldn't.
I think it might.
I don't think so.
No, I
Get in the corner. See?
No!
Oh, you coming back? Where you going?
Oh, I forgot he could fly. I legitimately forgot he could do that for a second. I was like, oh my god. Oh fuck.
Oh
shit.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It's like, oh, that's that thing that birds do, isn't it? The chat are genuinely concerned for my welfare at this point, and I don't blame them.
I think we should stop streaming.
Yeah,
now.
I think I should go to bed before I because one of the things that birds quite famously are good at.
One of the major signifiers of birds as a type
is yeah, surviving the.
That's so funny. Just like,
I'll stick around for this, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
This is a Zully the Witch video. I recognize that font.
One way to find out. Anyways, anyone want to clip me forgetting what birds are? Please do.
It's time to go and get 8 hours of sleep.
That's right.
This is what your landlord will be looking like. I don't know. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now this
Well, Alice, it seems we both
What?
got autism, haven't we?
It's not autism, that's just
Oh, that's just rude.
Pretty good. Looks like Geralt of Rivia too.
Yeah.
Jesus, that on the right, his face looks like a fucking bottle opener.
What happens when you smoke that salvia thing?
You smoking that shit that made the Dark Souls character creator generate that man.
This dog does 1,000 damage per second.
What should we raid? Who should?
Yeah.
What sort of people exist in the world?
Let's get a boy. Let's get a boy. Let's raid a boy this time.
Let's raid a boy.
Yeah, why not? Let's just see what.
We could certainly
Who's a boy we could raid? Oh yeah, we could raid the fucking AI Seinfeld. That is true.
Where? What?
It's Watch Me Forever.
All right.
It's
does
AI Seinfeld? You know what? Yeah, we are gonna do that.
Does AI Seinfeld count as a boy? Does an AI have gender?
I think there are, out of the characters, 3 of them are boys. So I guess
It's true. That makes sense. Well, you're going. You're dropping.
Righto. Well, enjoy yourselves.
Holiday Torment said, I almost fucking said, oh hey, Trash Future is streaming. You should raid them. Yeah, you know what I just found out about fucking birds? Right, fuck off. And we're off. We just landed on fucking...
That's a classic Fred move. Letting her make the conversation awkward, then just letting it go.
Hey, Larry, what did you do last night?
Well,
how many views there? 18,000. Oh man, they're not even gonna notice.
Yeah, it's a drop in the woods.
Nice. Well,
it's just very funny.